guys have been adventuring in the land of Toivoa. Most recently out here in the Northern Ocean, just rounding the peak of the Horn here on your way towards Ivrix. But last week you stopped at the Broken Mug and explored the place that had been ruined and demolished by a demonic invasion, cleaned that out for the most part. You guys did miss a couple things. And then investigated a meteorite that had landed in the area, only to find out that it had been actually a dragon. You guys released the dragon, talked to him for a little while, got a bit of information, and have returned to your ship and re-embarked from the Broken Mug and are headed east, well, southeast, as you guys are intended to stop at the town of Ryport to resupply and reconnoiter for any information you might be able to gain on Zokareth or the House of Flowers or Emirazi or Garden Soil or Mosaba. Not that you guys have a whole lot of things going on.
Eric, was I able to get essences from those devils? Or those
No, they went directly back to hell and they died.
Okay.
Nothing was left. So, as you guys are sailing along, the dawn breaks. You have a day and a half before you get to Ryport. What would you guys like to do aboard the ship as Gerald is grumbling in his bunk about how he hates boats?
I mean, I'm right there with him, but so it's been a couple days since the dragon. We spoke to
Monday.
Nairo. Oh, okay. All right. Sweet August Rose is meditating up on the castle of the aft castle of the boat, and I'm gonna ask him, Frank. You remember when we attacked your ship and killed most of your crew? You guys were using weapons, right? Or weapons coated in poison, correct?
Yes.
Do you still have some of that poison?
Nah, man. That was kept by the previous group.
That's a... eject the poison and not have any effect from it. And I think I can do that now, but I just wasn't certain. She kind of looks over the...
we can find out. That's easy enough. Here, take a swig of this. And he hands you a flask.
What is it? She'll sniff it.
As you sniff it, it reeks of alcohol. It's some of the best moonshine I was able to find in Nausha.
I mean...
They call it dock water.
I was gonna. Well, it's better than just trying it with seawater, I suppose. Yeah, she she takes a flask and she chugs it, just downs the whole thing.
The whole thing. All right. He looks at you exceedingly concerned and then really sad.
He's the one who gave it to me. It's his fault.
Yeah. As you drink it, it is salt water. They brewed this directly using seawater and mixed it with vodka. It's like the worst drink ever.
Yeah, she drinks it and she just says, "Wow, that's disgusting. You drink this?"
I sip it for just taking the emotional edge off.
Ah.
I would have, as he takes the flask back and it's empty. Damn.
Well, if you ever have problems...
No chance of even getting laid. Last time I'm going to give a flask to a woman.
Yeah. Well, if you ever have problems with your emotions and taking the edge off, I can also help with that. Have you heard of the the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path.
He looks at you. Yeah.
Oh, that's
We
right.
had
You
a
have.
cleric passenger one time.
Yeah, you've been to Shu. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me start teaching you. And then she's just gonna start.
No.
Uh,
He looks around and tries to find one of the other shipmates to relieve him. He's stuck.
oh yeah, she'll start lecturing him about how attachment is the cause of suffering, and how to be released from that suffering. Yeah, might as well have nothing else to do.
He's about ready to jump overboard.
He's about to release his own suffering in a second.
All right. So, as you guys continue sailing along, Cecilia, what are you up to today?
What happened in the events of the broken mug, shattered teeth mug, whatever? Got back in the boat and I'm continuing to read my book. I think I'm all the way through it. I would be in a semi-private place, not like on the deck, but definitely not locked away into a room. Probably leafing towards the end of what Verm had given me.
Okay.
I'll kind of snap the book closed at finishing it, and probably have a conversation with Echo about our next steps in Ryport, and might bring that up if the conversation was heading that way. But yeah,
Okay.
find Echo. Echo, are you feeling any better?
Yeah, I'm feeling much better. Yeah, my nose is all cleared up. I don't feel down anymore. I don't know what it was. Head cold, I guess.
Well, it seems worse than a head cold, but maybe the weight of the expectations. I don't know. There's a lot that stress can happen.
Yeah, that's starting to. I'm starting to feel that reality. You keep talking about turning me into a dragon. I don't know that that's what's going to happen. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if we're going to find Amarazi's bones and bring his ghostly spirit back. I don't know if he's going to come out of the ground like Bagradan did, or I don't know if I'm supposed to go to some transformation, or I don't know if I'm supposed to sacrifice myself so that he can come back. I have no clue what's going to happen. I know that Amarazi was a great dragon, and even among dragons, and I think he was a force for good. So I'm sure if whatever's going to happen is going to be great, but I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, I've had these memories stuck in my head for so long. I thought they were mine, and now I'm not so sure that they're my memories as much as I'm carrying his memories. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm sorry about the expectation. I mean, I do need a dragon, but I don't necessarily need Amarazi.
Well, I think he is the answer to Bagradan. I think that is. I don't think there's a coincidence that I have his memories and Bagradan is showing up again.
Well, I think there's a lot of potential to not resurrect the physical corpse, but maybe glean something from the power left in the remains. Maybe that goes to you. I don't know. When we hit Yivrix, we'll have a clear idea. But until then, you have my hand, of course.
Now, if it makes you feel better, I've always wanted to be a gold dragon. I mean, that's been that's all I thought I was supposed to do, and that would be. I would love to see that happen. Now I'm not so sure.
No, Echo. The journey to Yivrix is not about me and my relationship with the world. It is not even about you. That is about purpose with a capital P, I guess. I think we'll make it just fine.
What do we need to do in the next port? I mean, we're trying to keep our heads down a little bit more now, right?
Yeah, I might need to talk to Amir. I'm gonna message Echo Rex using magic and
Okay.
just in his head to say um, there might need to be something might need to happen with the three women. They put me on edge the entire trip. Maybe
Yeah.
we should have a conversation with them about them.
Yeah, I figured we'd just probably ditch them, but I've got this weird feeling if we ditched them, they'd show back up. Yeah, I kind of get. They just make me uneasy too. I don't think they're going to do any harm to anybody, not on purpose anyway, unless there's a misunderstanding. The problem is, Amir could say the wrong thing, and next thing, one of the dirty boys is dead, and it's going to cause a problem.
Yeah, hazard, definitely. Let's at least just if Amir. I trust Amir. Asterisk with like some approval. So if we just have a conversation with him, I think that we can probably get a better sense of what his plans are, because he hasn't been very forthright with it.
You think he's going to want to let the harem go?
I don't know where he stands.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's just talk to him about it. Maybe. And she taps her head up top.
Yeah.
So, as you guys consider how you're going to go talk to Amir, what are you up to today?
Amir is very quietly keeping to himself and kind of very listfully trying to fish. You know, like he's sitting there, but he's casting, but it's like rather than actually going out anywhere, it goes about a quarter of the distance and falls, and he's kind of he stares at the line in the water,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much what he's doing. He's like sitting on the back of the boat.
Cool. What are you using as bait if you are?
Nothing.
Awesome. You will catch nothing.
Yeah, no. He's not really trying to catch anything.
Sure. Actually, there is a chance because there is a kind of fish that would bite at this. Can you roll a D100, please?
Oh, baby.
You roll a 99 or above.
Slash R 1D100. Oh, close.
Oh,
Almost.
so close.
Something showed interest and swam away.
Yeah, Amber didn't even notice.
Yep. All right, Brennan. For the record, if you guys need to know what that is, it's a barracuda.
The meanest fish in the world.
Pretty nice, actually. They'll leave you alone.
Don't know what barracuda you've talked to.
What is Brennan doing today?
Yeah, so Brennan is, I guess, at the front of the ship, if we have someone at the back of the ship. But he too is off on his own. Yeah, everyone's being a bit angsty today, I suppose, but he is as well. And he's looking at this oath bow, and he's trying to figure it out. Just looking at the side of it and reading what's already on it, and just contemplating from the conversations he's had what to do with the thing.
Okay. All right. Well, as you guys continue sailing southeastern, the day passes melancholily. The weather is overcast. There's a slight breeze that keeps the ship going, but it's warm. It's a spring day. What would you guys like to do, if anything, as the sun reaches noon?
I have some downtime activities that I want to do, but I want to talk to Amir first. If I just chauffeur Echo over to Amir's fishlessness.
But we need to talk to Amir first.
Okay, so Amir, Echo, and Cecilia come up on either side of you as you were trying to fish off the back of the boat.
Amber just doesn't. He hasn't even said anything. He's still just staring at his fishing line in the water.
Hey, bud. Champ. I swing my legs over to sit off the edge like you are. Why don't you I tap my forehead up top.
Amir kind of looks at you for a moment. Oh, right. And he touches your and Echo's foot and uses his telepathy.
Yeah, Echo's just standing there next to Amir, and he's probably head to head with him, eyeball to eyeball with him while he's standing in there sitting.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, roll 1d8. Let's see how long this lasts as well. All right, we have 2 hours of
Fitting.
talking time.
Hey, just where do you stand as far as do you have a plan? Do you have a plan for Ryport? Or do you have a plan for these women?
And he pauses for a moment. Well, Ryport is Ryport. It's just a port town. I plan on, I don't know, getting a cup of tea, getting some supplies for the boat. It's, nothing too terrible there.
Yeah, maybe to give you more explicitity, you went and had private conversation with Mr. Verne. Then you went and had a 20-minute croissant break. So there's just, I'm not one to press, but I'm just curious.
You're absolutely correct. And, that's when we're talking about plans. That's what I'm trying to figure out entirely. The croissant break was more the baker is a daughter of Mosaba. Not like the women downstairs, but like, an actual, like, has a soul and you can actually carry a conversation out with.
Yeah.
She gave me a little tip in dealing with our guests, and as he says that, you hear like a second voice of Amrel going, "They're not guests, they're tools, and we'll use them how we please." And then Amr goes back to himself, and I was asking about ways to be rid of them, and throwing them off the boat probably won't work. It's probably just going to be cold hard murder, and they carry some awfully wicked chains somewhere on them. Don't ask me where. I couldn't tell you. Like, with how they dress, you'd think you'd see it, but they apparently are very formidable.
At the mention of at the second voice, or I guess like a double speak, I kind of like make eye contact with Echo Rex. You seen him? I talk through the connection through Amir to him about Amir, which is kind of weird. It's like, you see him do that before? Is that new?
It's new to me.
That's new to me too.
So, Amir, you're hearing voices in your head. Oh, well, that's oddly enough, I'm hearing voices in your head.
Well, if you can recall, going back away from it, that Amir had another version of him has appeared in the past during certain situations.
Yeah, but it was him. Right. He made a transformation. He wasn't speaking out loud to himself. We haven't
Yeah,
seen that.
he was. You guys just didn't pick up on it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Give me 1 second. I'm being paged, but Amir goes there. We need a plan. I'm not sure how long I can keep this up.
So you don't want them here?
Well, wait a minute. Are you still talking about the women, or are you talking about the voice in your head?
Well, the voice in my head is me. You could say I'm it. Perhaps, maybe more accurate.
No, okay, I sympathize for sure.
But my journey in Nausha's explained the situation to me a little better.
Will they do anything you ask them to do? I mean, if you sent them on a quest, would they go on a quest?
Doubtful.
Oh,
They
really?
they'll will probably work to keep me alive if I get attacked, but their purpose is to turn me
Into something.
fully into Mosaba's herald,
Okay.
and that's what the true me, well, if you call it that, the other part of me wants as well.
Do you have a way out?
Wait a minute. Wait. You said the
Oh.
true you. Are you talking about the Amir that we know, or are you talking about this new voice in your head?
It's
So when you say this is what I want, are you saying this
Yep.
is really what Amir wants?
Amer he pauses for a moment, and he kind of looks at Echo. I guess I believe I told Cecilia this, but maybe I didn't tell you. Uh, when everything happened and I left the Feywild, my consciousness, as you could say, split. You can't roam the world as a being whose sole purpose is revenge and destruction and accomplish anything. So
Yeah, but you could go back to the way that you were, and still be one individual with a purpose and a destiny.
it's tell that to Amarel.
Yeah, I mean, so is that what you want, or is that what?
Well, what I want is, of course, to remain me, and what he wants is this destruction and revenge. How else would you get revenge upon everyone who hurt you besides becoming a nearly immortal being of destruction?
Everybody hasn't hurt you though. I mean, what you're talking about is like the destruction of everybody and everything, but everybody hasn't hurt you.
Amir kind of pauses for a moment. And well, you know, the slights of the world build up, and when you're already fiending for bloodlust and revenge, and your mind's already splintered to the level it is, I can't say it's logical or or anything like that, but I don't know if there's a therapist alive who could get me through this one. He kind of chuckles aloud to himself.
Well, maybe let's sit on it. We'll come up with a plan. We can all come up with a plan.
I have, as far as dealing with the three women. So what I will tell you, I learned is that they use the blood that I absorb in some fashion to push me closer and closer to becoming what they all want.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
have you tried? Well, I guess we'll save that for. I'll see what I can manage.
I
Maybe
have.
maybe it'll be a
There,
little bit more underhanded than others, but
there. I was offered a way out, and while it's easy to say I should have accepted it, when your consciousness is pulled two ways at all points, you can't just say yes to something that part of you wants and part of you doesn't. So I've really come after the Platinum Dragon was there and was talking. It really started. He kind of pauses and kind of rubs his temples. The a more consciousness-based battle, and I need to make sure. I need to try to not lose what control I have, even if I don't know if I'm not real or what you want to call me.
Okay, so I think we know what we need to do. We probably need to get some separation from these three women. And
I will. There is only one separation.
well, I don't know. We need to do that, and then I think we need to get to a point where you get to make a real choice in this decision, where it's not forced upon you. We need to get to the fork in the road where you can decide what you want to do, and you have a real decision to make. And then you can make a clear-headed decision. I think we could probably get to that point.
It's
I don't think this is a good idea, but I'm not going to tell you what to do.
I bet
Make-
I
make
bet
a
there's a
deal.
temple in Ryport that we could go
Yeah.
stand in.
I was given, well, I don't know exactly about it, an offer to, I guess, break the bond, but at the same time, it's. He paused for a moment. You know how an alcoholic knows they shouldn't drink, but the first thing they do is grab the bottle.
Yeah.
Like the demon inside of them. I guess kind of literal in the sense. It drives them towards it, and it's like that in my own mind.
Yeah.
I was created as a buffer to hide what really exists, and it was fine until I met you guys.
So,
Mm.
Nice
Nice one.
Celia, do you have a way to tell have we checked to see if there really are evil intentions in them? If they have an evil spirit about them? Have we checked that?
Are you speaking about Well,
Or-
let me ask. Let me ask Amy really quick. Oh, you're talking about the women?
Yeah.
Oh,
I wouldn't say, even from what I know of them, that they have evil intentions. It
they
depends how
have.
black and white you want to get.
I don't think they've procced a divine sense. If that's your, if that's your concern.
Their purpose is to make sure that I become what they want. Whether that's good, evil, or
Do we have a way to
in
detect
between.
if they are?
Yeah, we have Gerald.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, are you sure? Last I saw, he was trying to shove himself out the window right below me.
I believe a quick divine sense will be more payment than he could possibly afford for our gifts to him. It's okay. Amy, before we just jog on, do you care for Amaryl? Or is that something, a part of you that I understand? That is who you are, and that's who you were. But if you could be separated from them, would you?
The only way that I'm gonna live.
Good answer.
I'm that is my existence. As the cover for Amarel's Revenge.
Well, not to downspeak your lack of ambition here, but I much prefer you to Amarel speaking to them in the past, as she kind of smiles. I think that we will come up with something. Keep hiding, I guess. The women in Mosaba are different situations. They can only be handled in post. I think that you and your split are more pressing to the success of not only our goals, but also to the consistency of your life.
Probably one will equal out the other.
One has to equal out the other.
Amer pauses for a moment. If he goes, if I recall, did you say something about when we were in Nausha? Something about paper birds?
Yeah.
Me? Not me.
No. No. Yeah.
Was-
Paper Birds is a messaging system. It's like a carrier pigeon, a magical carrier pigeon. Why? What are you thinking?
I think I don't know where we can use those, but I think I'd like to send a message.
I don't think I actually did. I acquire any? Let me look and see.
You get a whole book full.
Oh, that's right. I did. Yeah. So yeah. So definitely give you a paper bird. You should be able to look it up in the inventory, and I'll give you a page out of the book.
Paper bird, magic
And-
item.
Yeah, two. I'll give you 2 pages actually. And typically, now you have to check with Eric, but typically, if you fold the 2 pages up together, put the message on one, then somebody can send you a message back on a blank sheet of paper.
Yep.
Oh, well, thank you.
So
I'd like
you
to
write
tell
a
you-
letter. It's pen
I would like-
pals. You write a letter and
Yeah.
you put somebody's name on it, and it flies to them. And then
I'd like to tell you who I'm going to send this to, because I do trust you, but I did give my word.
well, it's not 100% either. I mean, it's like a regular bird. Somebody can shoot it out
Yeah.
if they try.
I just want I know I'm not trying to hide anything. It's more of what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I mean, I can help to ensure. I can help to ensure that it makes it.
I appreciate that. Might be at least a way forward to determine what everything has in store one way or another. The neighbor
Yeah, just-
kind of looks at you sadly, we both sadly, and goes, "Well, if it's my fault that you both die, I'll apologize now. I still can." But
Well, think more
he
of your
looked-
friends, Amir.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're more powerful than you give us credit for.
powerful enough to take on a mortal incarnation of a god?
Do you speak of yourself?
I'm speaking of what I might become.
Look, I can kick your ass any day, whether you're a god or not.
Well, I hope it doesn't come to that. He kind of says as he lowers his head and starts staring at the water where the line is kind of like dragging back behind the boat.
I kind of like ruffle your hair, kind of just push your head. She's been obviously like joking the entire time,
Yeah.
trying to give you a little bit of confidence
Yeah.
in what you're doing. But yeah, okay, Echo. I think we have some things to handle and conversations to have.
Oh yeah, I agree for sure.
Bring me the bird when you want to send it off.
I will, thank you.
Oh, actually, Just throw it in the air like a paper airplane. It'll take on.
Well, I'm gonna magic it, so maybe it has a better chance of getting there.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you guys leave Aimer to be melancholy. What do you guys want to do next? Brennan's at the other end of the boat, examining that fancy bow that you guys got him.
See, and that's why you don't need alcohol. Ugh.
Oh, it's has Sweet August Rose moved to Brennan?
Yes, I think so.
The same lecture just got
Well-
picked up halfway through.
Well, yeah, Frank probably did something smart. He did like the move where like a missile's chasing you, and you go by another target and it switches targets. Yeah, that's what he did. So yeah, you by letting go of all those those feelings of pain, you won't need to drink anymore. Of course, unless you want to, which is what I do.
Brennan authentically asks, because I do too. Is this for me?
I mean, it's kind of for everybody, but I don't know. I'm in a pretty good mood right now, so I just felt like preaching a little bit.
Brennan says, "I'm glad you're in a good mood." Glad you're in
Oh
a good
yeah,
mood.
yeah. We're heading to Ripart. I have the feeling something good is going to happen there. Though admittedly, actually, I've been meaning to ask this. That dragon said, he'd make us all stronger. Have you felt any difference?
Brennan says, I feel no difference, and I feel as indifferent as I have before when it comes to using this damned weapon and trying to successfully use magic that I know I can, but that I just have not in a very, very long time.
I can't really help you with magic because I don't know anything about that. But I mean,
Unfortunately, I know very little myself.
as far as the bow goes, I mean, from my understanding, you have to like have a belief or something.
Yes, I've talked to other members, and well, as you as well. It just something of conviction, I suppose. It can be an oath, it could be a saying, but just something of conviction. And I've had good advice. I just need to put it all together, and I think that you probably saw in our last battle, everything kind of fell apart. So maybe that's just a foundation that I needed to build up from. I don't know, but I can tell you this: I'll give something a shot next time that it's needed.
That was a good one. Oh wait, that wasn't a pun. That wasn't a
He
pun.
just kind of
yeah.
looks at you.
Yeah. I mean, give it a shot. So, I mean, right? Yeah, I mean, only you can determine what's important to you. So, I wish you the best of luck with that. If you ever want someone to bounce ideas off of, I'm open ears.
How much longer do you think we have on this boat trip?
To Ripart, I was talking to Frank. He said it was like a day or so.
It's a lot of time, and I don't think I'm gonna figure this stuff out just standing here. Do you know, in your ways of anything that you might be able to show me to try to gain some clarity of mind?
We can meditate.
What's that?
So meditation. Well, you're half human. Do you actually? Now that I think about it, has she seen him trance or does he sleep?
Yeah, I think it's established he sleeps.
Okay, so she looks at him and is just like, okay, well, meditation is basically, it's a form of thinking where you empty your mind and you practice mindfulness and living in the moment. You become aware of everything that is going on within you in order to master yourself. It's a pretty relaxing experience. I can teach you how to do that. It's good for learning about who you want yourself to be, who you are, and you can't decide who you want to be unless you know who you already are.
Sounds kind of like similar, but the opposite of drinking.
Huh. I've never thought about that way. Maybe.
He's very proud of that statement.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of the opposite. Yeah. You drink to forget and you meditate to find out. I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of. Like I said, I'm not good at all this magic mumbo jumbo, but if you want to try to find your path, that's the way I did it.
Well, that's okay. I'm not good with this meditation mumbo jumbo, but we have a day, at least. So, yeah. Why don't you show me when you're able to?
She looks around at the boat. The people are working. She's just like, I'm not doing anything. I think the crew got tired of me bothering them. So.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Sure. Okay. She just gets out, make sure they're out of the crew's way as they're working, and she just sits down. Just sit down, get in a relatively comfortable position.
Brennan sits down. It's kind of moving around. It's not comfortable sitting on the hard surface of the ship, and he's not used to sitting still either, but he does it.
All right. So now, it's probably best to take this short. So we're only going to do it for like an hour or so.
Looks up an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is something you do for a long time. It's changing the way your mind thinks. But all right, just take some deep breaths in and out, and just try to drown out everything else. Just ignore the sound of the waves, ignore the smell of the sea, the smell of the crew. I know that can be hard, but try.
I heard that.
And just focus on your breathing. In, out. In, out. Just try to get to a state where the only thing that you're aware of is that breathing.
So Brennan's going to do this, and he's going to get into a pretty good trance-like state by doing this.
She just helps him out. Just try not to let your mind wander. It's okay when your mind does wander, but when you notice that you're wandering, bring it back. She just guides him through the process, and I mean, only he can decide what's going on in his head. So.
And you see him after, we'll say time has passed. He's engaged in this, and then he kind of startles for a moment, and his eyes open wide. He puts his hands down on the boat. He kind of kicks his feet out. He takes some deep breaths, and he's kind of calming himself down. He says, "Thanks for that. I'm going to go rest for a moment."
All right.
And he gets up and he goes down under the deck.
He just nods. Cool. And she just stands up and stretches, feeling good about herself. Oh, but she didn't ask him about. He didn't answer. But maybe I can go bother. Maybe I can bother Cecilia. Maybe she's noticed a different. I'll go bother Cecilia now.
Okay.
What is it? I'm
Should we ask
in the
Rose
middle
or
of.
just-
Yeah, I'm in the middle of setting out some supplies. I'm doing some writing. You've seen me and Echo both do this. He's probably there helping me because I need the help. What's up?
Okay, you know how that dragon promised that he'd make us stronger? Do you feel any different? Do either two of you feel any different?
She looks up from what she's doing and makes eye contact with you. Yeah. Did you not? Did you not?
I
He
look at.
he
I'll
quite
look,
literally breathed starlight into my lungs. Yeah.
I look at Echo. You too?
Yeah.
Huh.
Do you not?
I mean, I feel mostly the same. I was just wondering because like, yeah, what he was saying. What did he say? He wanted us to be better versions of ourselves or something like that.
To do your very best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. No, no, it's just when I trance, I'm just having. It's not the usual memories that come back. It's just very strange because I thought I'd be, I don't know, better at punching something, but the only thing I got was it seems is refreshing some of my memories. Huh.
Would you like to share those in a group setting or keep those private?
Well, it's not like a sworn oath.
No, sorry. There's no. That's. It didn't mean. I did not mean to be sarcastic in that one. I was trying to respect a boundary.
No. I understand. Thank you. Yeah, sharing is not easy.
Yeah.
The truth, there is not much to not share. Because, I mean, you already know most of all the important. No, I've just been having memories of when I was a little girl. Memories of sister teaching me how to play various instruments. She was teaching me how, and I just been having these dreams come back to her. Well, when we trance, we don't have dreams like you do. We relive our memories, and those have just been the memories that have been coming back. And yeah, I think I remember how to play all my instruments: guitar, piano. It's just very strange. I don't know. I just don't know what to make of it.
What did you play?
Oh, I can guitar, I can play the piano, I can sing, I can dance.
You're getting
Those
really quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's
There you
better.
are.
Yep.
Okay.
I think you just drifted away from Mike.
So, yeah, she says, oh, I could, my sister taught me how to play the guitar, piano, I can sing, I can dance. That was, my family was fairly wealthy, and it was expected
Yeah.
for a lady to know those kinds of things.
I mean, must have been wealthy to afford a piano. We didn't even. My family was not wealthy, but well off, and we only ever heard a piano whenever we went to church.
Yeah, we had a piano. It was a pretty nice one too. Yeah, my sister was a very talented musician, and she was teaching me, and just those are the memories that I've been having ever since we spoke to the dragon. I was just been wondering how that relates to making me truer to myself.
Why? I have a lyre in my possessions. Do you want to, maybe in your own privacy or publicly, it doesn't matter. Do you want to pluck away at it and see if anything comes back up?
Sure. I mean, it's not a guitar, but I guess similar builds. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying, because I mean, these are just memories, but I mean, it's not like I could just regain all the skill I lost. I haven't practiced in almost 100 years. Sure, if you don't mind, I'd actually like that.
Yeah, it needs tuning. She kind of jogs downstairs and goes to the belongings that you don't carry on you, but that you have. Yeah, my father taught me. He serenaded my mother. Well, didn't serenade her. I guess he was playing in the garden, and she took to him. That's how they met.
It's
So
your-
he taught me, and I think about it frequently.
Ah, I see. Is this your father's instrument, or is this just a?
No, this is no heirloom. This is I picked it up a long time on the road, especially when you're by yourself.
Do you play? She says as she takes it and starts tuning it. Meow, bing, bing, meow, meow.
Yeah. I wouldn't call myself good with the sphere of picking it up and fumbling, but my dad was quite good, and it was the main thing that we did together. You know, dads and their hobbies, they always like for their son or daughter to be good at what they're good at so they can relate, because they're just not as emotional.
Oh no, that was that was my older brother. But let's see. She starts playing. She's actually pretty fucking good. Even though this isn't a guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talent is talent.
It sounds a little weird because she's playing like staccato on a lyre. But yeah, she plays like a kind of like a almost like a bittersweet, sad like song, and she kind of looks surprised as she's just like as she stares at the instrument after she's done. Like she didn't expect herself to be able to do that. Huh.
Yeah, that was really good. Maybe there's something more. Maybe there's a deeper connection there than you were expecting.
Well, yeah, like I said, I haven't practiced in like 100 years, so like,
Oh, the body remembers. Doesn't matter the time.
yeah, I mean that song is called "Love Across Time," so. But she hands the instrument back. Thanks for well confirming my suspicions.
Feel
So-
free to. You don't have to ask me my permission if you ever want to pluck along. A little bit of music is better than Dirty Frank saying anything. So next time, hopefully, he doesn't start singing along.
He waves enthusiastically from the wheel.
Yeah, I give him a thumbs down from range.
Oh, sea shanties are made to be able to be sung by anyone.
Echo, do you mind helping me with these?
Sure.
Yeah, as she kind of starkly transitions off of her conversation with Sweet August Rose. She turns to you and kind of looks at you with a half smile. Is there anything else?
Oh, no, I was just. I guess I have to think about this, about what the dragon said. Thanks for helping me figure that out.
Of course.
Oh, by the way, Frank said we'll be in Rye in about a day.
Oh, good. Oh, you need your. The bride needs her veil, so I bring you a little bit closer and hit you with a non-detection.
Yep. Well, I imagine she's getting it done every morning because you said it was 24 hours.
Yeah, knowing Eric, if I don't say I do it, he'll be like, "You didn't do non-detection today." So
Yeah.
I will.
I'm gonna.
I will
Yeah, so I'm gonna-
absolutely
Yeah.
jump
So I
all over.
Yeah.
So I will say I'll have to say it every day.
She would have bothered you in the morning. Because the first one he cast was like at like 4 or 5 in the morning during our shift change for watch. So yeah, she'd wake you up to get it done.
It's just so whenever he checks the VOD, it's been said out loud, and so here it is.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's these rules in D&D 5th edition that if you cast the same spell on the same target every day for a year, it becomes permanent.
That's not that bad. Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's too bad we only have 30 of those.
There's a lot of
can I-
magic in the world.
Can we get me 365 haste scrolls, please?
That'd be so intense.
Oh my god. It's like
At the start of each day, you get 10 rounds, so you get 1 minute of haste.
Anyway, I have some scrolls to make, so if you don't
Sure, of course.
if you don't mind.
Uh,
No,
uh,
it's fine. It's just it's hard to write and talk.
oh yeah, no problem. I'll leave you to your work then. Let me know if you guys need anything. I'll be thinking.
Hmm.
And yeah, she leaves them to their nerd work.
Okay. Nerd work. What exactly are you guys doing?
Echo, let's make some scrolls.
Yeah, I agree.
Counterspell, a lot of them, please. I have a feeling. A
Yeah, let me
sneaking
see what I got.
suspicion.
Yeah, I would like some counter spells. Let's see.
You got a thinking suspicion, Madison?
I have a few suspicions. This is how the spellcasters prepare. They sit in their little huddle and it's not like book club, it's just like a writing club.
hmm
I have to help you, by the way, because my arcana is shit, so
Yeah, mine's not great. So how many we're gonna attempt?
Oh, so you should have
As
asked Amber to
many-
help you then.
Amer doesn't know the counterspell spell.
Oh, but he can help though. He does have
Yeah.
Arcana.
I have arcana as well. We just
Oh,
can't,
okay.
you know.
Spells fourth level.
Third. You'll receive guidance and advantage on all these checks.
Cool.
How many
So
we're gonna
it's
do?
DC 16, because 10 plus double the spell level. It costs 100 gold per attempt.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cover the gold. Just
I'll
however
do
many
gold.
we can fit in today and tomorrow.
So let's do one or two dispel magics. What do you think about that?
Oh, I already have quite a few dispel magics. Do you want some of mine?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having one or two of those.
Yeah, I
Eric,
have 3 that you can have.
How many of these can we do, you think?
Probably 3 or 4.
Eric?
How many spell slots do you have? Because counterspell is not a ritual.
Ooh. Okay. Let me look at something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll spend 6. I'm gonna spend. Okay. I'm gonna spend 2/3. I'm gonna spend 2/4 and a 5th. So I'll just do 5.
Okay. Cool. So let's go ahead and roll those arcana checks. You advantage on all of these. So you fail on the, what's that, the fourth one?
He's got a D4 to put on it. So.
D4 and you'd succeed regardless.
Yep,
15.
because you give it 1. Yeah. Cool. So you succeed on making 5 scrolls of counterspell.
Okay.
And just where are you guys going to put those?
I have a scroll case.
Okay, cool.
Can I have 3 and I'll trade you 3 dispel magics?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Great.
Yeah, that sounds real good. Okay.
Thank you very much, Echo. You're just so much better, much steadier hand.
No, I think this helps both of us. I'm happy with this. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. We can do more tomorrow, depending on the day. I'm not sure if there's anything coming up, but have you talked to Gerald?
So yes, I'm in the middle of that right now.
Okay.
Eric,
Well,
I'm
just let
gonna
me
send you a
know.
message. I'm in the middle of typing it.
Okay.
And the rest of the day, Echo's gonna start his enchanting 101.
Okay.
He's gonna probably go. I don't know. The captain of the cabin's probably pretty crowded. He's gonna go to one of the cabins, and he's gonna start studying his enchanting 101. Put some mileage in.
Okay. All right. So you're going to try to practice some enchanting?
Yeah, so just working on that skill set. That's all.
Sure. Can I get an Arcana check, please?
Okay, and I do have essences from all sorts of critters.
Sure. This is just doing the research here.
You're rolling so hot.
Damn. All right, so we'll go ahead and give you 2 successes on that. Nice.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. So it gets to be late afternoon by the time you're done doing that. Level 3 scrolls take 4 hours each, so you're going to spend 20 hours making those
Yeah, so that would be some of the next day as well.
the next day. You'll finish those scrolls just before you pull into Ryport.
What timing?
How fortuitous.
Man, these 312s are really getting to me.
Yeah, I know. Do we have any business here? Like real business here?
Yay. I do.
Rose does.
Okay.
The Rose does. I'm not sure. I don't.
Yeah.
This isn't to say anything. It's just I'm not sure. Always sure why. So I'm just gonna kind of let you do your thing, and if you need our help, we will be around.
Well, I guess it's also the reason why I'm in a good mood. Verm, Mr. Verm, he gave us all our little tidbits of wisdom. He gave me this note when we left, and it says that. Wait, what exactly did it say? Shoot. It was 2 weeks ago, so let me give me a second. Show on one page. Sorry, this is gonna take a little second. He said I have family in Rypart, and well, I kind of want to look into that because I didn't see all of them. I mean, I never saw them actually, die. So, I mean, I would very much like to explore the city a little bit.
Sure. I mean, it's the capital, so I mean, I can't imagine not wanting to explore the city. I want to go in.
Yeah, he told me that. Oh yeah, the note said that I'm not alone and that I can find family in the city of Rings. So I wouldn't mind spending a little time here. I understand. We have to get to Amarazi before Echo dies of old age, but that still gives us what, like 6 years?
So I
You
think,
would expect a flat laugh, and there's no flat laugh.
yeah. So I think I think Echo is 6 years old, and life expectancy somewhere around 12 for a kobold.
Yeah.
Yeah, so dead on. That's unfortunate. Yeah, well, I mean, why don't you go and find out what you can, and then we'll make a decision from there. I need to go. I need to take Amy or somewhere.
Like with the collar or like.
Yet again, where you would expect like a flat laugh, there's nothing in response. Not necessarily.
Do you need help with anything? If you need me to come along, I can.
No. How about you go do your thing, and then we'll be on the boat, and then you can come back, and we can all go together.
I mean, I'm not going anywhere in particular. I've never been to this place before, so I was just kind of going to wander around, I suppose.
Perfect. Then we can wander to a temple.
Sure.
Let's go.
All right.
Come on, Brennan. You got your Sunday best on.
Yeah, that Brennan comes up. He was under deck, but he hears that. He comes up in his shiny white armor. Says, "Okay, let's go."
Yeah, you look dashing.
We kind of match because I have white armor on. It's like fitting. We're like a crew or group or fellowship, whatever.
All right, so you guys are jumping to the next day already?
Oh, I thought we were already there.
I was saying that the scrolls are going to take that long. I hadn't done the whole night thing, but we can go ahead and skip ahead. That's fine. Nothing was going to happen tonight anyway. I just wanted to make sure that we kept the continuity.
And we all promptly walk the plank into the ocean.
Yeah.
So they
We've been
messed.
drinking seawater.
Yeah. That's not good, guys. Don't do that. I have to respond to Echo here.
Might change our plans.
Yeah, it might. Somebody might be walking the plank.
Plank me, daddy. Ooh woo.
What?
Thank me.
I mean, we can get the two of you to do planks. You guys need to work on your physical stats.
Yeah, and you need
my-
to work on your charisma.
Chief, I mean, Emer only has 11 strength. Okay, you know.
Can I try and arm wrestle Aimer?
Slowest competition ever.
Come on.
Brennan's on 13. Yeah.
Okay, no roll.
God. That's Octavio.
No, it's what? That's weird. I'm actually on Aimer's character. Octavio has a +3 strength.
That's so weird.
Yeah, Octavio has got 16 strength because armor. Let me refresh this though.
I was like, you're cheating.
All right, so there you go, Echo, in Discord, because that's where you asked the question.
Okay.
There you go. I hope you enjoyed that factoid.
Dude, I guess, Rose, I bet I could
Yeah.
arm wrestle you as well.
Lord.
You want to try?
Are you kidding? It's like finding chocolate in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Well,
I
you asked
said
the right
good
question,
day.
I gave you the right answer. So there you go.
I said good day, sir.
That's one of my
All right.
favorite lines ever, by the way.
So as you guys come up towards Ryport, where Dirty Frank is driving, he's going to maneuver the boat away from the shore about a half mile as a large city wall rises up from the cliff face. It engulfs the beach, and you guys can see a large portcullis that has been pulled up into a gate, allowing access through the seawall into a harbor. Dirty Frank will drive your ship into the port of Ryport.
Aimer stands up and brushes himself off, reeling in his lines like, been a while since I've been here. This place sure doesn't change.
Who's that little boat? Who drew that? That's cute. Who
You
put
can
that there?
thank the certain grung artist
I was
for
about to
that.
say, he's the only other person I think that I meet that draws on the maps because I always draw on them. That's funny.
I mean,
That's
that
cute.
it kind of matches the impressionist style. So props. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a very good artist. If you guys are interested in checking him out, he does some YouTube videos and is quite eloquent.
Oh,
He
that's
goes
cool.
by the name of Funky.
All
All right. So, as you guys pull into the harbor, Frank will take you to the docks, park the ship, set out the gangplank, and let you guys onto the shore. Who all wants to leave the ship?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I Sweet August Rose will definitely leave the ship.
Yep. Yeah,
Cool.
Brennan's coming.
Yep, Echo's going.
All right. Someone's asking me a question here, so I have to go ahead and do that.
Amer is also going to be getting off the boat.
Cool. All right. So you guys all disembark and head out into the town. It's a busy, busy town. There's a lot of people on the docks moving to and fro. People doing business, people selling stuff. It's fairly bustling. There's all sorts of people here. It's a veritable melting pot of humanoid races with an occasional monstrous character here and there.
You know, they call this place the capital, but the king is always wandering around. So, I mean, I guess the seat of government is here for Reston. She's just kind of musing out loud as they walk around, and she's just, people watching.
I heard a rumor that the king actually makes a really good cup of coffee.
I mean, I've never heard about the guy until I landed here. I mean, he's only been king for what, like 12 years or something like that?
You know, he try to not mingle too much in the ways of government affairs, for everyone's best interest.
I mean, but yeah, but if you're gonna be a king, you have to hold court. You have to have, people who report to you. Like,
Yeah.
otherwise, I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, because otherwise, people are just gonna do their own thing, right? So, like, say for example, Ripart. Ripart is, I guess, the capital of Reston. What if Bourbon, which is on the other side of the country, like, I don't know, decides to do something that's harmful for the rest of Reston? I don't know, like a tariff or something. Like, I don't know. It just seems. I just wonder how it all works.
I don't know. There's pieces of paper that can send messages. I'm sure that there's. He's the king. He probably does king things. Maybe he just wills his wishes into existence. I don't know how kings work.
I mean, I've never met a king either, so I don't know, but just seems. I just wonder how it all works. Well, whatever. It's not like we're ever gonna meet the guy.
Amer, he sent you a message.
All right, I'm
Is Amer the king?
Short king. He's tall, but he has short king energy.
All right, so where do you guys want to go here in town?
Well, I had a plan, and I think everyone's just tagging along. I haven't disclosed my plan to anybody, but I'm heading to not the Church of Imkale, but a temple, like an actual temple.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys go towards the Temple of Imkale, it is a massive structure. It is a cathedral. There are 42 steps up to the door. Each of them is white marble. The cathedral itself is white marble with hints of black tapestries with gold trim. It is big, it is well funded, but it does not match the architecture or iconography of Garden Soil.
The very
Yeah.
pretty building.
Yeah, I've been to 2 of these temples so far, so I think I kind of know what to look for this time around. Before we break threshold or anything, I just kind of turn to Amir. I'm like, are you going to trust me on this one? Or do you need more time?
Well, I'll trust you.
Okay. After you.
All right.
I say as
So
I gesture.
who's all is going to go up towards the temple?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just,
Brennan's gonna look at Sweet August Rose and ask, like, so is this one of those places that you meditate at?
I mean, you can. Meditation is more about serving yourself. So I don't know about serving a god. But if you want to, you
Brennan's
can.
walking up the stairs now.
Yeah.
All right. The moment you step foot on the first step, you feel yourself become weaker.
Oh, this
Each of
thing again.
you loses a level. Except for Sweet August Rose. Sorry, not Sweet August Rose, but except for Cecilia.
Yeah.
All four of you guys will lose a level. You guys take another step.
This again.
I
Yeah.
think we've done this
Amer looks at Cecilia.
What's up?
Right.
Oh, did you not experience this when we were in the plaza?
Experience what?
The weakness.
Oh, Amer kind of like he knows he's a little short of breath. Ignorance is
Amer,
bliss, as they say.
You need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, are you? Yeah, I remember from the plaza when we declined, we all became equal. Is that
Amer
what's happening to you?
falls to his knees and vomits blood onto the steps.
Shit.
Pick him up. Get him.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him under the arm and,
Yeah, we all-
pick him up, and we're gonna start moving
Yeah, keep going.
You go
That
upwards towards the temple or downwards towards the street?
upwards toward the temple.
Okay. The next step you guys take, Amer's body begins convulsing, and you watch as his shoulders, knees, and hips become disjointed.
Ew.
Dimension door to the other side of the temple.
Yeah, Brendan's staying still. This is scaring him.
Oh, whoa.
Let me look at something.
I didn't know I was
Yeah,
watching The Exorcist today.
Yeah, I'll fully sprint towards the front door to
Yes,
chase.
I
All
had
right.
access to that 3 levels ago. So yeah.
There is no effect on you, Cecilia, as you run up the stairs. Meanwhile, your shipmate, Amer / friend, is currently in exceeding pain.
Fine.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm having
Get him in.
Vietnam
Fine.
flashbacks.
Yeah,
I'm having Vietnam flashbacks apparently.
Yeah, we just we just rush him into the temple, I guess.
Okay, you take another step, and Amer's head snaps sideways. Amer, you are now unconscious.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it means he can't feel it. It means he can't feel it anymore, right? We're not gonna kill him if we go all the way to the top, right? And that
Oh
kind of
yeah, you are. As you take another step with his body, the veins on the sides of his neck begin pulsing outwards and begin surging. You can see his pulse visibly.
I look at Cecilia because she knows about all this God stuff. What do we do?
Cecilia, we're going to revivify him? Is that the plan?
My God is the God. My God is the God of death, and in that way, He is also the God of life. He will not let something this unjust happen in His temple. He says with a severity to it. He has much more power than Mustafa.
Yeah,
Sweet
but
August Rose, stay here if you don't have the stomach for it.
I mean, he swore to Masama, not Imkale, so I don't know how this God stuff works, but I mean, yeah, if you say so, she'll start moving further up the steps.
All right.
Yep.
Are you taking Amer with you? What is
I
the
will-
twisted mass of muscle and bone at the moment that currently is Amer?
I will
I bet-
take him.
I imagine this is kind of making a scene too, because like,
Oh yeah, everybody in town is currently watching you guys and what looks like a demonic possession being dragged up towards the temple, one step at a time, getting
Brendan's
worse.
on like he's like on the second stair watching with the crowd of everybody else. Like, what the hell is on?
Brennan, get on crowd control.
welcome to the
I'm
spirit of
going
that
to.
The guards up at the top of the temple are watching impassively.
I will take Amir. So if you were like dragging him,
What-
I will scoop him up and piggyback him.
Amer dies.
So what? Okay.
A series of red ribbons fall across out of his veins as his veins open up and the blood pours out of him across the steps.
Eric, come on.
What?
Yeah, there's no.
We're going. Trust me.
Yeah, let's keep going. We've gone this far. We might as well go the rest of the way.
I feel like if Eric was gonna kill me like this, he would have given me a little more warning.
Yeah,
But you never know.
Well, I mean,
Where is
we,
he dead?
Game.
we did return to normal after getting to the top of the steps, so
Fine. Wet
Yeah.
and slick in Amir's blood, I will piggyback him the rest of the way.
All right. As you piggyback him the rest of the way up to the top of the stairs, Amer, you are a level 0 commoner and dead at the moment.
I'm at the tavern as my level 0 commoner self, being like, man, you know what, Bill? That was a real hard day in the fields. Sassy, she's not producing any more milk. I don't know if we're gonna eat through the winter.
The camera snaps
Right.
into the worst comedy ever.
Brandon, you are
friends now?
sitting there on the second step, and that red smear that came out of Amer slides down the steps in a rush. It takes the 15 steps down, slides down into the drain, and goes down, leaving the steps white.
Yeah, Brendan just looks at it going down and says, "Oh, should I follow?"
Brennan, come on.
Okay, Brennan, you're new, but you're not that new.
Yeah.
He'll start walking up, but maybe kind of like miss a step and trip a little bit, but start
Okay?
scurrying up.
Yep. By the
I
time
nod.
you guys get to the 42nd step, all of you guys have lost all of your abilities. You guys are all commoners, with the exception of Cecilia.
yes, we're all equal before death. Yes.
Yes,
And-
yes, all equal. Except me,
You
I'm
are
not equal.
dead.
Except for and Amer, because I don't know. I guess we're equal to each other, except for him, because he's dead.
So,
Like, he's not getting better, Cecilia.
He's
Shut
not,
up.
He's not dead. He's mostly dead.
I look at this meatball that used to be Amer, and I'm just being like,
right now, there are no two bones in Amer's body that are connected.
Are you sure
It
about
is
that?
a meat bag.
I've killed a lot of people, but none of them as bad as this. He is like super dead.
Sweet August Rose. Your naysayiness.
I mean, yeah, I'll trust you on this, I guess. Like,
Yeah, you've said that 3 times and you keep bringing it back up. Shut the fuck up as I go towards the guards. Open.
They open the door and bow their heads. They give a gesture of peace to you and to the mass that you carry.
I mimic and walk to the threshold.
now I want meat.
Okay. As you walk in, the place is enormous. It is spotless. There are monks and worshippers throughout the cathedral. It is beautiful. This is what you wish Garden Soil could be. This is the idealized cathedral of MKL. The iconography of the mask that you have is mirrored in the architecture of this building. It is the perfect temple to MKL. You look around, there is no one here that is better than anybody else. No one is richer or poorer. Everyone is dressed essentially the same, and you are carrying a dead person. One of the monks rushes up to you and looks. So, it was possessed by an evil spirit.
It was not his time. Imkel will look in favor on him.
He nods and looks at your holy symbol, I assume is displayed.
My holy symbol that I had crafted when we were in Shu after we left for the Temple of the God was an impression of me standing before the mausoleum.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is presented.
He nods and gestures for you to follow to the front of the cathedral.
I turn
everyone
to the
go
others
with?
and give them a nod. Yeah.
All right. So as you guys head towards the front of the cathedral, you can just barely hear your footsteps in here. With as cavernous as this place is, those footsteps should be echoing loudly. You can just barely hear them. There's an air of serenity in here, respect, and honor for the worshippers who are celebrating the dead ancestors and dead friends that have passed before them. You guys get to the front of the temple, and there is an altar. It's about 10 feet wide, 5 feet deep, and it is currently covered with a white sheet, like a burial wrapping. The monk gestures for you to place the body on the altar.
Okay, buddy, remember me? It's been a little while.
I put him on the altar. I'm assuming my back's slick with his blood.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
No,
And I take a step.
sorry. Your back has no blood on it whatsoever.
It all got squeezed out of him like an orange when we came up the steps. I think.
Yeah.
Your humor is insane to me. Yeah. So that's it.
All right. He nods and stands before the altar and gestures to each of you in turn. Who is this? Who was he? And who should he be?
I'm sorry. It was who was this? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Who was
Who
this?
was this? Who is he? And who should he be?
I look at the others and just say, "Do you
Yeah,
want to?"
so they're just in my Google Docs.
You're looking for Amer's name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Amos
it's
Justina.
Amer's name, as he would have told you before, was Amarel Othello Shastina.
yeah. His who he was Amarel. Oh my gosh! How do you say that? How do you say it again?
Amarel Othello Shastina.
And who he is just Amir. And who he should be, is when he awakens anything that he wishes.
He nods and gestures over to a little old man who walks over with a cane and a bundle in his left arm. He comes over next to the altar, sits down at the front right corner of the altar, and unfolds a little folding table and puts the bundle down on the ground, pulls out of it a series of little pots and arranges them around the edge of the folding table, puts a little jar, about a little 1 ounce jar, on the table, and places a quill with what looks like a needle down into the jar. Reaching down into the bundle again, he pulls up a plain porcelain mask and puts it on the folding table. He looks up. Tell me of Amer.
I allow us to go around round robin style,
Sure.
and say something. So I gesture actually to Sweet August Rose first.
Sweet August Rose, tell me a story about Amer.
Let's see. Something that I think Amer would important to him. Oh man, getting put on the spot like this. Well, the story of Amer. Well, I can tell the story of how he saved my life. We
The
were.
little man nods. And
We
you
were-
are.
Oh, my name is Sweet August Rose.
He starts painting, and with the quill, the point of this is impossibly sharp, and he is drawing in currently red ink on the porcelain mask. The lines are imperceptibly thin.
And she'll just describe the story how we were fighting these evil hags, and one of them reached into Sweet August Rose's soul and almost killed her. And Aimer leapt across the room to stab that hag in the back and heal Sweet August Rose before she died. So yeah, she'll just relay that story.
A quarter of the mask is painted in a depiction of Aimer jumping across a room and saving your face. It's got your depiction. It's a very good likeness of you on this mask.
Oh God.
He turns to the next person. Echo?
Yeah, so he's a rogue and a scoundrel, incredibly sarcastic, very athletic and nimble.
Tell me a story of Aimer.
Story of Aimer. I can tell you, I don't know about any particular story other than he seems so immature, but at the same time, incredibly reliable.
Well, you could tell him the perfect example of that, that those 7 locks in the door when he almost got his arm mulched.
Exactly. So I guess I'd go into detail about that story with the locks.
Okay. Cool. He draws a picture of Aimer unlocking a very complex series of locks, and it's cut in profile, so the mechanisms are all shown and everything. And Echo Rex is standing off to the side, watching with a wry grin.
The scarf. Don't forget the scarf.
Okay.
Yeah, you
very-
can't really see it on him right now.
Yeah, it's a very cute scarf. Yeah.
We go then next to Brennan. Tell me a story of Aimer.
Yeah, so Brendan kind of stands up straight, like he's speaking to someone. You know, he got called on in class. You weren't paying attention. And he says, "A story? I almost peed on him twice. But another time, another time, probably more importantly, I asked him if he were being honest. And that discussion that I had about honesty with him was the first step toward me finding a family, which you see composed before you now."
Wow. He draws a picture of you and Aimer talking, and behind it you see Echo Rex, Cecilia, and Sweet August Rose just in silhouette. Then he turns to Cecilia. Tell me a story of Aimer.
The story that stands out most to me. I was going to say the locks one, but so it's funny that everybody also remembers the locks thing. That was really cool. Is where we stood in the Plaza of the Gods together. There were so many intense interactions between he and I there. One where I was filled with illusion, and he brought me back. Not by magic, but just by concern. Another where I lay bleeding on the floor. And the first thing I saw both those times was his concerned look behind a shit-eating smile, which I now know is just his actually just the way he looks. That's not a performance. I think that when he smiles, that is actually who he is. As I awoke, I remember feeling trust, even though I was gagging on my own blood. That is where I knew that he would not betray us, and that I can always rely on him.
As the old man finishes painting on the mask, the last depiction is of Amer leaning over Cecilia, becoming conscious. It almost looks romantic, except for the cheesy grin that Amer has on his face. He picks up the mask, puts the quill in the little jar, and walks behind the altar very carefully. And where what remains of Amer's face is, he places the mask and adjusts it so that it fits somewhat, and kind of moves the jaw so it slides up under the mask, and slides a couple of the teeth back in.
Ugh.
And then shoves the cranial bones back so they fit underneath. It's not pleasant there. And he steps back. This is your friend Amer. MKL judged him. He was possessed by a being beyond his control. And if it is MKL's will, let him rise. Amer, I need you to roll a D100 to see if the spirit is willing.
Oh my god.
I need you to roll above if you roll above a 98 right now, because of everything you've got, your spirit will not return.
Rolled an 11.
Okay.
The
Oh
most
man.
disgusting and encouraging thing happens as Amer's toes line back up. You watch the boots twist and lock, and it's like the worst pop locker ever. And everything just pops back into place. The bones reset themselves, the muscles re-knit, the various tendons join back into their specific spots. The cartilage rebuilds. He begins to breathe painfully as the rib cage reforms around his breathing lungs. The shoulders pop back into place. The arms lock outwards. Fingers extend, wiggle a little bit. The jaw pops in. You hear the crack of teeth being set into the jaws again. And then the skull knits back together. And beneath the porcelain mask, Amer's eyes open. Amer, you're alive.
Amer says, but Billy, what am I going to do without Sassy? And then he blinks for a moment.
The little man reaches over, takes the porcelain mask off. Amer, you are undamaged at the moment. He takes the porcelain mask and walks behind a door, leaving his little table there, but carries the mask away.
How you feeling, buddy? She like Sweet August Rose says, and she like tentatively like rubs his shoulder, like.
Why does it feel like Cecilia drop kicked me off the boat onto Jerry's back while he was thrusting into the air?
You weren't supposed to look at that.
Yeah. Cecilia walks forward towards you and rears her right hand back to slap you across the face, and then just lets it fall. She gives you a hug, both arms around your neck, and just whispers in your ear, "You fucker. I'm so glad you're back."
What happened? I vaguely remember vomiting blood, and then I lost consciousness, and I only remember
Have you ever juiced an orange?
Hammer looks at Sweet August Rose real funny. Yeah?
So that was like kind of what you look like as we took you up the stairs. You were less like a person and more like meat, like a meatball crushed beyond all belief. But
You were definitely possessed. Yeah.
Brennan
we
gagged.
We
He's like,
knew that part.
We need to get a drink after this.
yeah, I wouldn't say no to that. It was pretty disturbing. But the Imkalites, is that what they're called? Imkalians?
Followers of MKL.
Worshippers of MKL, sure. Either way.
The Imkalites brought you back. They did the whole death mask ritual and everything.
I don't know which is better, Imkalites or Imkalians.
Well,
MKillians.
The children of MKL.
Sounds
I
like
guess-
a police stack.
I guess thinking about it, I mean, we did meet MKL. I guess I didn't rub off on him that badly.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Please
think
don't say rub off MKL. Let's leave.
You're
Gamer,
currently laying on top of the chat. Who am I supposed to grant inspiration to?
I got inspiration.
Yeah. Aimer gets inspiration.
Yay.
You will death.
But it wouldn't be very fair if I gave people an R's inspiration with all the points I have. So that's why you guys don't get any from me.
All right, so
Amen.
you're currently
That's done.
laying down on the altar of the Church of MKL on a white sheet.
And do I have like functionality of my body as like are my limbs listening to my commands?
Everything is back to normal, and you feel free for the first time in about a week.
What happened?
Well,
Amen.
you vomited out all that blood when we entered the temple, so like
As Aimer says that, and you're explaining, you see him basically do one of those flips where he's on his back and he just jumps up to his feet while still standing on the altar.
Kip up? Yep.
Oh, he kind of stretches out. He's like, "Man, I feel really good."
Hey,
Maybe-
be respectful.
Oh, sorry, MKL. He kind of says. He looks up the sky. He kind of holds his hand up, not to give offense. As he
Put my
hops down.
hand on my face. Full face palm. Like, oh my god.
I think Brennan needs a drink. Is there any other business we need to do in town?
No, I think this is worthy of a celebration. Also, we can't go back to our boat because I think there's 3 women that are gonna murder us. Let's go.
Yeah.
oh, right. Yeah, they were followers of Masaba, right? What are they gonna do now that you're
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with them. I mean, do we
No.
go deal with them now, or do we go to them first?
Nah.
we left the crew with them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Aimer's like, oh.
they probably don't know what happened. Now, here's the thing: if they do,
Oh no, they 100% know what happened. Aimer's like, they 100% know what happened. Those bitches are crazy.
so
He
if
actually
that's
uses
the
those
case,
words and has a shocked look on his face.
I mean, chances are they're roaming around in the sewer following that red slime. I mean,
What,
if it-
what about it?
Oh.
What about a red slime?
You exsanguinated. There's no
Yeah.
blood left.
Like
All of
yeah,
your blood came out.
yeah, it was gallons. Like
What I mean, what do you mean a red slime though? Wouldn't that just be like a nice little pool on the ground?
no, it kind of like slurped its way into the sewers as we took
Yeah,
it
it
over there.
It did not coagulate. It was
it moved,
liquid.
it moved on its own. Yeah.
Can I roll an insight check on that, Eric?
You can roll a religion check on that.
Hey, I actually have a higher religion roll than I have an insight roll. So
Okay. Yeah, the possession of Masaba, that entity that had been inside you, is now beneath Ryport.
Aimer looks, he stops for a moment. It's like, all right, well, I thought about this for a minute. That was the voice of Mosaba who left. And apparently it's now running around the sewers.
Ah,
Oh. So what you're telling me is you're making us leave a 3rd city in a row? I say with a shit-eating grin on my face.
Well, it's either I don't know. Can we even go down there and find it?
No, it's
I'd
just
ra-
a joke. Fuck it. It's just keep it down there. Who cares? It's not our problem. Let's get a drink.
Yeah, some other adventuring party on a Wednesday night will come through and find it.
Yeah, there's. Yeah, Ryport. Whoever goes to
Yeah.
Ryport next.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay. Normally,
Totally not the level 2s on Saturday morning.
Shit.
They're great, but yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
let's get drinks for now.
Well, let's go to the ship. Let's go to the ship just to be sure, and then we'll.
Boo, Dad, come on. We did all this work.
well,
Cecilia's acting really immature. She had really had a lot of faith that this is going to be something very different, and it turned out to be way better than anything else. Also, Amy, traditionally, people paint masks for you when you die. I didn't know he was going to bring you back. I thought he was just burying you, so I was worried the entire time. Like, that's part of the culture, is you die, you get a mask when you die.
Aimer, pause for a moment.
I'm going to cut in here real quick. For the record, the masks can be painted while you're still alive. You tell the stories to the thread painters, and they will actually draw on the mask and keep them for future events. That mask is just a future mask that will be applied to Aimer when he's dead.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, I think
was going to ask
that was it.
for the mask.
You wanted to ask for the mask? He won't give it. Those are kept at the temple.
Okay. Aimer was going to wear it, but yeah, it's fine.
Oh,
Oh,
you don't get the privilege of wearing your own mask until you're dead. That's part of it.
it also
Well,
has my face on it, so the less people see it, the better.
I mean, everyone sees your face walking around. You're even less stealthy than I am.
Yeah.
As you guys
And-
say that, a gentleman walks up and looks at you very closely. Do I know you? As he looks at Sweet August Rose.
God.
What? I turned to Cecilia. Did she say "Oh God" out loud?
Sorry, that's an out of character thing. Keep going.
She looks at the guy and just says, "I don't think we've met. I've never even been to Ryport, so I don't think that's possible."
Are you by any chance from the city of Bourbon?
I
You look
She-
familiar to me as a friend of a friend.
yeah, I was from Bourbon. It's where I was born a very long time ago, but
He nods and looks around. Perhaps we should move to a more private location. I have a restaurant just down the way here that would suffice for the needs.
Are there drinks? Aimer says, I could drink again.
There are drinks there, yes.
Let's go.
well,
And
that
turns
sounds
around.
Well,
like what we were doing.
Let's hope Frank's alive when we get back.
He takes you a couple of doors down to an exceedingly wealthy restaurant. There is a host out front who's wearing what amounts to a tuxedo, and this man walks up and says, "I'm here on behalf of our mutual friend." The host nods, looks behind, and goes to arrange a table. The restaurant's name is the Tiger's Den.
I'm getting flashbacks.
Flashbacks to what?
I spilled cherry juice on these white tablecloths once as an
Ah,
8-year-old in the past.
I see.
Different campaign.
different life. Yes. Is that Chio or someone else?
Yeah, the 8-year-old.
Oh, this seems like a very lovely restaurant. You know, we haven't had good food in a while. Like last time we ate really fancy was back in Shu.
I thought the shark that Aimer made was pretty good.
I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong, but like, there's only so much you can do inside a ship's kitchen.
We had a whole slew of spaces. What are you talking about?
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. The food was great, but like I love anything to eat, but like, it's not like 5-star dining. You know, it's ship food.
Yeah.
So the the host, not waiter, returns and gestures for you all to follow. This man will lead you guys into the restaurant. to a corner table where he will sit in the corner and pull out the chair for Sweet August Rose and for Cecilia.
Oh, thank you. Very polite.
Of course.
One of the first men I've met that has been kind. Thank you.
Absolutely. After all, manners make the man. He looks around and gestures for the waiter to come by. We'd like to get 2 bottles of wine, chilled, of course. Is there a specific drink you prefer? And he looks at Amer.
He had to drink tea for a whole 2 days.
Yeah.
He needs alcohol.
Amer goes, if you've got any Protectorate brandy.
Smiles. 2 bottles of Protectorate brandy. As he sees that Brennan kind of perks up at that, I assume.
Yeah, Brennan's down for anything.
Wow, if you got some of that in here and you're willing to give it out, this is business.
Ryport is quite affluent, and we do have good trade relations with the Protectorate. Ace is quite the restaurateur and does a good job of providing exotic goods. The waiter, after about 10 minutes of small talk, will bring the bottle of wine, the 2 bottles of wine, the 2 bottles of brandy, along with little tumblers that are cut glass. Put that all on the table with a large basket of bread and 3 different dipping sauces.
Oh, man.
My name is Danam. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I think that I know who you are, but I want to ensure that we are not overheard, if that's appropriate. It produces a small purple gem to put on the table.
I look at Echo and point at it. I was like, that's the thing you're looking for before.
Yes, it is.
Ask him if he has 2.
And for the record, just because you guys want to see it, that's what the gem looks like.
Yeah, it's the same one as that pirate lady pulled out, right? Same kind of looking thing.
Similar, yes. This one is slightly smaller and slightly more discreet. But yeah, the one that the pirate lady put down was about the size of her hand. This is about the size of a thumb.
Oh, it's tiny. Okay.
Yeah.
What does it do? I don't remember. Or actually, you know what she was asking? Like, what does this do?
This is Malthoriel's Gem of Discretion. To all outside of our immediate vicinity, we appear to be discussing small talk and enjoying our bread, enjoying our meal, and enjoying drinks. Our current actual discussion is unheard and unperceptible from without a certain distance.
Ah. So does that include magic? Like,
there are exceedingly powerful mages who could, in theory, pierce the veil if they knew that it was active at an exact moment. But generally, we are safe.
oh, well, good to know. Yeah, we do need to get a hold of one of these. This is the second one we've seen in our travels. Yeah, like, do you happen to know where we can get one of these? Because it seems it'd be very handy.
Yeah.
We may be able to discuss that after our primary discussion, because this item only has a temporary use.
Ah. Well,
I
that's
would like to ask about your mother's name. Would she have been named Lorelei by any chance?
She kind of snaps her head to him and just sighs. How do you know that name?
He looks at you honestly. I knew a Lorelei from Bourbon many years ago. She was a friend. and you look very much like her. With your reaction, I deduce that I am correct in that you are the daughter of Esteban and Lorelei.
She's keeping her lips pursed because he looks like a human, right? Like he looks.
He looks like a human.
She just. No offense, but Esteban de la Rosa and Lorelei de la Rosa. Well, she died almost over 130 years ago, and he died about 100 years ago. So I fail to see how you could have known either of them.
He smiles coolly, and his ears extend out into points.
Oh,
His
well,
face shifts slightly, and he changes his demeanor. His clothing also alters into a different shape.
Mm.
And
Oh.
as he does so, he now appears to be someone else. This figure is sitting at the table with you.
Hey,
he looks much more dashing now.
hey.
Are you saying hey or Faye? I can't.
No, keep your scene going. I'm
Yeah.
getting mad.
Oh no.
He looks at you and goes, I have the ability to change faces to those which I have seen before. I have different preferences, but I am not as human as you would expect.
Oh,
And he
so-
goes back to his previous form.
Okay. All right. Well, if you knew Lorelei de la Rosa, what color were her eyes?
Ah, her
I'll text you, Eric. 'Cause-
we're a hazel color, slightly yellow and orange. Beautiful. She had bright white hair, well-toned skin. She was a fan of dark red lipstick. She had long ears that came up just to match her temples. She had a kind demeanor of herself. No double chin, even though she did enjoy her food.
Rude. Well, it sounds like you knew her better than I did because, well, I never met her.
I'm afraid I have a bit of an advantage on you. You see, I have a hobby. I am a bit of a painter. And I have this. If you will, I have something I would like to give you. If you are indeed the individual who I believe you are, would you mind confirming that you are indeed the sister of Valerian de la Rosa?
She sighs and she looks at the stone to make sure it's on. Yes, I'm Santiana de la Rosa.
He nods and breathes a sigh of relief. It's been a long time that I've been looking for you.
Yeah.
As evidence of my true intentions, I have this. And he reaches down and produces a tubular case. And he checks to make sure that the stone's active. He looks around. No one's paying attention to you guys. He will uncap the tube and in front of everybody, unroll a painting. You see, I'm a bit of a painter. And I have this.
Yeah. So, she's looking at this painting and her eyes start to water up. Um, where did you get this?
I, as I have stated, am a painter of quite some skill, being humble. and I was commissioned by your father to do the painting.
Um, may I see it, please? Can I?
Of course, it belongs to you. I had never had the opportunity to deliver it, as it was completed after the raid upon your house.
She just takes the painting and she's just looking at it. The tears start welling up in her eyes as she's staring at the painting. I um um thank you. I this I just what are the chances that someone who knows who I am just happens to be walking by the Temple of Imkale right when I exited?
Exceedingly low.
I guess it must be fate.
To be fair, I have several contacts who have been keeping an eye out for you. They stated they had seen your face in Nausha.
It wouldn't happen to be a little annoying cat, would it?
No,
Gray?
it did not.
Huh.
It was a gentleman by the name of Mr. Verm.
I see. I guess this is what he meant with the note. She just wipes her eyes with the back of her hand and just says, "Excuse me a moment. I need to think. I'll." She gets up from the table and just walks over to the bar.
As you leave the immediate vicinity, you look back at the table, and the people there are laughing at some joke. It is a joyous little event. When in reality, when you got up, everyone was very quiet and somber.
She's just standing at the corner, just hands on her hips, like looking up, just breathing, trying to get back control of herself. She's just gonna need a minute.
Okay. Oh, wrong thing. Sorry.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna study something here real quick, Eric.
Cool.
I'm two-handed pouring shots for everybody at the table.
Okay. The Schnozen brandy is very fancy. It is exceedingly smooth. As it goes into the small shot glasses, it flows and has a color similar to caramel.
Sorry, what was your name? Your name, Denim?
Denom. Danom.
Denom. We're not very I don't know the best way to put it. I think we've shot things finer than this, and we will shoot things finer in the future. So hopefully you don't mind.
Amer is just sipping it, and he's like leaning back. His face is seeing at the ceiling. His eyes are closed. Like, that after a long week of work or whatever, you finally sit back and relax and have a drink, and you just like phase out the world in the happiness of your drink. And then he kind of blinks and looks at Denom and goes, "Where did you find that face?"
He looks at you intently. Kieran Ryport.
When?
A little earlier today.
Oh shit!
Amer slams both his shots and literally says, "I need to go," and starts walking out the door.
Man, we're all getting upset by this guy.
Hey, where are you going?
I got something to take care of, he says as he just walks away.
So, Do you have a message for Rose, or you just wanted to deliver this picture?
I do have a message for her, yes. Are you her friend?
Yes.
Sorry,
She is quite a special individual. It's good to know that she has friends.
So can you share that message with us?
I could, but I believe it is more important that I share it with her.
I mean, she is like literally 10 feet away. She's just like just breathing, like with her back turned. So it's not like she ran out like Aimer. She she turns back around and she re-enters the field, I guess.
Of discretion, sure.
Yeah, and she sits down. She's centered herself. Well, Danam, I'd like to thank you profusely for this. She takes the tube, or she carefully rolls up the painting and puts it back in the tube and caps it.
Okay.
She just takes it.
The tube is sealed, has a wax coating on it to protect it from any water.
Yeah, she seals it, and she takes the tube, and just puts it like very possessively, like right next to herself. If there's anything I can do for you, anything at all, please let me know. I can't stress enough how much this means to me.
Well, perhaps there is something you could do for me. And it does regard you and your family directly. You see, when I escaped Bourbon and the Cervantes household, I was able to recover a certain artifact, specifically an heirloom sword. Unfortunately, it was stolen from me about 6 months ago.
Oh, hold on. Let me whisper, Eric.
Yeah.
Where's this? I'm trying to figure out Discord. She'd know the name. I don't have to whisper it. Yeah, she'd know the name of what he's talking about. Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, what is the name? Like,
I will send it to you here. Actually, I don't want to send it to you. I don't.
oh
Because you
no,
might pull it up.
I might what?
You might pull it up in D&D Beyond. I don't want you to know yet. So, I don't want you to see that yet.
Okay.
So, he smiles. I was able to recover your brother's sword.
What?
He blinks. I am quite good at infiltration and investigation. I was able to recover your brother's sword, the family heirloom.
Yes, the rose hilt. Yes, I know.
Yes, the one here in the picture that you've put away.
I mean, yeah, I used to play with it when I was a child.
Smiles. I know. You don't remember me at all, but that's fine. The sword has been taken from my house, and it is currently in the hands of a group known as the 12 Spiders. They have an island where they are rebuilding a drug lab. The individual who has been sent there to replace the since deceased former manager is the one who has taken the sword.
I mean, can he even use it? I mean, my brother wouldn't really tell me much about it because I was a child, but I know it's powerful. It's a magical sword. Like, it used to belong to my father.
It's a token of wealth and a bragging rights that he has stolen something from me. I simply wish for you to remove that bragging right from him.
I mean, this isn't much of a favor because I would have done it regardless of whether or not I owed you or not.
You see, he's besmirching my reputation as an investigator.
Of course, of course.
So I request that you remove it from his possession and make an example of him in some
Can you?
effective way.
What can you tell us about him?
He is a biomancer of some significant strength. He was able to command my staff to leave him alone as he rummaged through my things. He dominated them and wiped their memories of the event. It was through significant effort and several greater restorations that I was able to determine the actual truth.
But don't kill him.
No. Oh no, I'm gonna kill him.
Simply ensure that people who approach the island know that he is dead and that justice has been meted out.
So his group is called the 12 Spiders?
He is a lackey of the Shuyan Black Network. You have no need to concern yourselves with them. I have other people involved in that. I know you have more pressing business, specifically the reclamation of your household in Bourbon.
I mean, there's not much to reclaim. It's been a century,
Oh, the documents still exist. Cervantes, while corrupt and definitely evil and a monster in his own right, has a tendency to keep all documentation intact. He likes his documentation and his records. If you
So-
were able to recover them, you could claim the entire lands and properties, even titles and positions of the De La Rosa family.
Oh, I'm sorry. She turns towards she grabs the bottle of the brandy. She doesn't bother pouring a shot. She just starts chugging. Um, and she's lamenting the fact that she can't get drunk anymore.
It tastes great!
uh, maybe if I just relax, I can get drunk. Actually, I think technically it says can you. Well, does it say are immune or can be immune? Oh, whatever.
Are immune.
Yeah, so I can't turn it off.
Nope.
She just sits back and just is processing all this. I'm sorry, just give me a minute. This is a lot.
Of course. It is good to hear that you have friends. I trust that this information is free to share with all four of them.
Oh yeah, I mean, there are no secrets in this group. I say as I look directly at Cecilia.
You look at her seat. She has since excused herself to the bathroom a few minutes ago and is nowhere to be found.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think we get Amir, we collect Amir and head right out.
I mean, I turn to Echo and I just say, I'm sorry about another waylay to your quest, Echo, but I swear to
No.
you, this is more important to me than almost anything. If you help me recover this sword, I will help you for the rest of your life in whatever
it's not-
whatever you may need.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. I think we should grab Amir and just head straight out. I think this is something we should go ahead and do.
Thank you. All right, but I do have some questions, Denam. You were there the night the raid happened.
No.
Oh,
I
you were
had
in
been
Bourbon.
dead.
You were in Bourbon.
I was in Bourbon, yes, at my own domicile.
Does this biomancer, does he have anything to do with the Red Talons?
He does not.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
What weaknesses does he
Yet
have?
I would not send you there because it would mean sending you to your death.
They're that powerful.
I fear them because I know them personally, at least one of them. You see, they tried to recruit me due to my talents.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, being able to do what you can do is pretty helpful for our line of work. But, so you know the
Our
name.
work.
I mean, Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you mean your line of work and your association with Mr. Verm?
Yes,
Ah, I understand.
but
I am
the
not associated with the House of Flowers.
yeah, I understand. Uh, so like I said, you know, if you want to do the training, you have the right skill set. Apparently, be pretty helpful.
He
Think about it.
smiles. I have more wealth than I know what to do with. I appreciate the offer, though. I am not interested in getting back into that business.
Fair enough. But wait, so you say you do know one of the Red Talons?
Indeed.
Can you tell me about them? Name? Uh,
His name is Damien.
Damien.
He is a investigator like myself. While deadly in his own right, he prefers not to get his hands dirty. He is an information officer and a purveyor of details. He's a thief and acquisitions expert.
Positions.
And it's Damien with an A.
Damien.
Yes.
What is he? A human, elf, changeling,
Oh no,
dragonborn?
he's absolutely a changeling. Each
You
of
would Aimer would have told you that there were changelings before.
They're all changeling. Every single one of them is a changeling.
Yes, so Aimer
but
told you as well.
one, supposedly. Unfortunately, I do not know which one that is or who he is or she. They keep that individual private. But from what I understand, that is the one to be most feared. I do not
Okay.
know who that is.
Was Damien alive 100 years, or was he a part of the group 100 years ago?
Indeed.
Okay. Do you know any? Do you know any of the names or identities of any of the other 11? I'm sorry. How many of them are there? There's 12. Out of
Uh,
character.
7 is what Aimer told you for the
yeah,
Red
sorry,
Talons.
7. Yeah, there's 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know any of the other 6 or
I-
5?
The only one that I ever met was Damien. He attempted to recruit me and stated that I should help them or face dire consequences. Frankly, that's why I left Bourbon. It took my entire skill set to remain undetected, and I've been successful in not using the face I used in Bourbon.
Well,
Therefore, I
that
am
probably
here
explains
to
why I don't recognize you.
Indeed.
All right. Damien.
I'm afraid I cannot show you that face because they have a contingency spell in place should I ever accept the previous face.
I mean, I understand the value of secrecy. So this Damien, do you know
Yes.
where he bases his operations out of generally, or any
All of
identities he uses?
all of them are based out of Bourbon. They do travel quite extensively through a teleportation network that they choose to use. They also use the Cervantes ships, which are all marked and easily traced through magical means.
I look at Echo. It's a good thing. I guess it's a good thing we dipped off that boat.
You were on a Cervantes vessel?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Mr. Firm mentioned that.
yeah we hijacked one.
I trust that it is not in town, for it probably would have been sunk upon entering the harbor.
Oh no, we sold it a week ago or so.
Do you know who you sold it to?
Some pirates.
No.
Yeah, it was through an intermediary. But they knew what they were getting into. They bought the ship, so.
Interesting. I understand it was titled the Emirazi's Revenge.
Yes. Yes.
That ship has since left Nausea and is headed eastward.
Oh, really? Is
Oh,
it
good.
following us?
Oh, east. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
East is in this direction, so I do not know if they are following you per se, but they are headed in this direction.
Okay. Well, good luck to whoever has that ship. Hopefully, our bad luck crash down on whoever they are.
I know the names of the people aboard, if you'd like to hear them.
Really?
Indeed, Mr. Verm was quite excited to provide extra details so that you would know that you have friends out in the world.
Friends aboard the Revenge?
No, rather friends out here
Ah.
who are looking out for you.
Well, it is nice. I expected when I returned to this country that I'd be all on my own. It is nice to know that some people have my back.
Indeed. The people aboard are named Narzul, Bloodsword, Covet von Sin, with 2 T's and 2 N's. A gentleman by the name of Twilight's Call,
I have never heard of any of those people.
and a scoundrel by the name of Victar.
Well, I hope they enjoy the ship. Who knows? Maybe we'll run into them if they're sailing in the same direction.
I would avoid that ship if at all possible. Remember, it is being tracked by this organization.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure, they will be attempting to recover it.
Oh, good luck to
them. Echo, from the front door, Cecilia standing there, making eye contact with you, or looking at what she would assume is your eye contact with you because the glamour.
Yep. So this person we're stealing the sword from, can you tell us, does he have any weaknesses?
As he looks down at the gem, he looks up at you and picks up the gem. It's only good for 15 minutes.
Damn.
Weaknesses break his concentration on any spell he's casting.
Okay, so he's just like any other mage. Okay.
Yes, except for
let's
people through walls.
Let's go, Rose.
Right. She gets up and she gives not Damien, Denam a fairly respectful bow as she holds the tube to her chest, and she says, Denam, like, I mean this sincerely. I would have killed this biomancer regardless of what you asked, but if you need any help or any favor, well, you know how to contact me.
Fine. Thank you very much. And he lifts the flute of wine and toasts you as he takes a sip. You guys all leaving?
Yeah,
Yep.
she leaves without heading back, and she looks at Cecilia and just says, well, where's Aimer?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. He's not out here.
Oh, shit.
Right. So, as you guys leave, Brennan, you drank 1 bottle. The other bottle...
I drank the other.
You drank the whole bottle?
Yeah, she drank the whole bottle. She downed it.
All right, well, it's gone. Okay, so no bottles of Stozen Protectorate brandy for you guys.
Cecilia, did you have something you wanted to tell me?
Me?
Yep.
No, I was just waiting for you to finish up.
Yeah.
My eye contact was merely for just, he's not here.
Yeah,
Well,
if he's going to disappear, we're not going to find him.
I will find him.
I mean, yeah, should we split up? He seemed pretty upset when he saw that face of that elf the changeling turned into.
No, I will find him.
Yeah,
And I cast Locate Creature.
All right?
good deal.
I then get to ask this wonderful question as you guys leave the restaurant. Aimer, where the hell did you go?
I DM'd you. Or wasn't you a whisper?
Okay, there it is. Sorry. Awesome. So, locate creature. How far is that?
I think it's 5,000
1,000
feet.
feet.
Okay, creature. Just 1,000 feet? Awesome. Aimer is close to the ship, about 200 feet away from the docks in an alleyway.
Oh no, is he getting ganked? Well, actually, what? So he has to say that. So.
All right. So while you guys have that information, you guys going to try to chase Amer down?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna chase, but I definitely have a brisk walk to me. Like you see,
Inexorable stalk of a horror movie villain.
more like when your mom sees you like fucking with something in Walmart that you shouldn't be from like down the aisle, and she starts fast walking at you.
This is,
Yeah. Then I have that mom fast walk. I'm like, I just got him back. Is he gonna be an idiot immediately?
the Karen stride. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Full stride.
Oh.
Amer, you walk down the alleyway, and the person you didn't want to see is standing at the far end of the alleyway.
What are you doing here?
Looking for you.
Me? You looking for me? It's been
Indeed.
150 years.
Yes, I don't usually resort to this, but I've got a bit of a problem.
Ho ho ho. And you expected me of all people to help you.
You owe me a favor.
What? You owe me my life.
You have it.
No. You took that from me.
So, even?
I would owe you nothing if you wouldn't have done it, but what do you want? If I
need
cause a scene...
information.
Information. On what?
Yes. I don't need you to kill anyone. I
I
don't need
wouldn't
you
anyway.
to go anywhere. I
The
just information.
only death I have planned is yours. But ask what information?
You may
Did
be
you
involved in it. I'm not sure. I am on the search of a runaway. And I'm seeking information regarding the people he's traveling with.
You seem to have a problem with runaways, don't you?
I do. He looks at you meaningfully.
Well, I'm guessing it's not me.
Or a Karangon. One that I've seen at Titania's court by the name of Rifer Ironspring.
You of all people should know that I've only been there twice, and it was not to dilly-dally with the nobles.
You've seen her enforcer, Mr. Ironspring.
How old is Rifer as a character?
Rifer's in his mid-20s, according to the material plane.
Okay. Well, if he was alive, then I might have seen him. I've not seen a single Harangon.
Oh no,
You know,
not Rifer would not have been seen by you in the court, but his father, Brutus Ironspring.
yeah. What about him?
I'm looking for his son.
Oh, okay.
His son is involved in a threat that may impact the entire fabric of your reality. Tell me where he is, and I will handle everything else.
Fabric of my reality is a very interesting thing.
Indeed it is. I saw what happened at the temple. Quite painful it looked.
Yeah, it didn't feel great when I woke up.
Mm.
But I cannot say I've seen a Harangon in 100 years. Not that I would help you even if I had. But if I cause a scene in the middle of the city, your death won't be satisfactory enough for me.
He gives you just an eyebrow raise from a serious face. No, I don't suppose a scene would benefit either of us. Keep your ear out. If you do me this favor, I will consider the matter of saving your life originally resolved.
The prices we must pay.
Indeed.
And when am I going to get repaid for you causing yourself to have to save my life?
Once the matter of your debt to me is resolved, you can come and try to kill me yourself.
Oh, you should count on that either way.
I do. He nods at you. Do be aware, and the more information you provide me, the less danger there will be to yourself in the end. I may even let my guards leave before you arrive.
Wow. You know, you should really ponder if I'm the only threat now. You saw that little event that happened.
I have many enemies, Amer. Justina, remember, I have your name.
Do you? I was just remade.
Yes, unfortunately for you, I don't worship any god, and I don't mind being reduced to a commoner from time to time. I can enter the temple of Imkael just as well as any of the other people in your party other than that Cecilia.
Well, then you should also keep an eye out for Amarel, because as of right now, let's be real, he's far more of a threat to you than I am.
Amarel believes himself to be a threat indeed. And he's the only one I care about. Not you, boy. And he taps you in the center of the chest.
Amer teleports straight upwards and attempts to attack.
As a reaction, he plane shifts.
So for the fun roleplay of it, as everyone finds Amer in the alleyway, he's basically there with his rapier buried about 3 inches into the cobblestones.
He just did the Super Smash Bros. Link like down B move where he just tries to like dive and stab to the ground.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Mir, what the fuck are you doing?
Is he drunk?
Attempting to kill someone. He forcefully pulls the rapier out of the ground and puts it back in its sheath.
The dirt?
We just got you back. Don't fucking leave without telling us where you're going.
I did not want to make a scene. That face the Nom guy made when I asked about it. You remember the target of Emerald's revenge?
Amarel doesn't matter. Amarel's dead.
No, but the feelings of my life being ripped away due to this man still remain.
Just tell us next time.
I didn't. To be honest, I did not expect to see him right here. Someone had nudged me and pointed down an alleyway. I thought maybe there was an information broker or something. I did not expect to run into him of all people.
It doesn't
Apparently
change
he
your
was.
transgression, my man.
You're right. It does not. Apparently he was in the temple and saw the whole ritual happen.
The docks.
Oh. Let's take care of this transgression after we take care of the transgression on the docks, please.
Let's go do your girlfriends.
Yeah, let's go. We're gonna have to kill them.
They need to die.
Right. So
Great.
well, after we murder Amer's, harem, there's some things I got to talk to you about because you all ran out, and I have a favor to ask from all of you. But let's take care of the rats aboard the ship before they murder Dirty Frank and the boys.
Yeah, one thing at a time. Well, Gerald should be on the ship, so fuck, Gerald's on the ship. I start
Shit, we
running
forgot.
back to the docks.
Yeah, I start running after over there too. Oh no, Gerald,
Atlas, no.
As you guys are running towards the docks, it's 200 feet to get there. Before you, there is a red cloud coming down the docks towards you guys. The mast of the ship is beginning to crumble as it begins to decay. As red mist reaches up to the top of the mast, you hear a snap as the mast of your ship is cut in half.
Oh,
We just got that.
are Dirty Frank and the boys aboard the ship, or are they diving off of it?
You look towards the ship trying to see people on board. You see a hand come up over the side, and you see Dirty Frank reach up over the ship. He locks eyes with you, mouths the word "run" as his eyes melt out of his head, and he falls dead over the side of the ship.
Oh!
Oh, Dirty Frank. It's okay, we'll get another one.
I liked him though.
You hear 1, 2, 3 splashes from the ship.
Okay, so I know from experience that these chicks are pretty good. It's the middle of the day right now.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
Wait, 1 second. Is this red mist? Is this red mist like Mr. X's red mist, or is this something new?
This is a different red mist.
Can we
Okay,
identify
good.
it?
I didn't know.
Religion this or something? Or could Aimer religion this?
Yeah, Aimer can religion this with advantage.
What does
Yeah.
28 give me?
Yeah, all of that mist is all the blood that you've absorbed turned into a necrotic cloud that is a cloud kill extending down the docks towards you guys. And dock workers are now dying.
Run! Aimer goes, run! I'll explain as we go. And he puts his arms out and starts like trying to push people. I'm gonna guess that the women who were taking the blood that I absorbed released this, because I sure as shit didn't, but it's a necrotic cloud of death.
Is it magic?
Is it magic, Eric? Would I know?
Yeah.
Yes, it's something
like
magical. It's
Fuck it.
I'll
I'll
Well, while they're doing that, you said the mast crumbled and fell into the water, right?
The part of the mast did fall into the water, yes, but you heard 3 other splashes.
I'm pretty sure the wind, the fan is attached to the mast.
Who fucking cares? There's people dying.
Yeah, we could blow the cloud away. She's going to actually, yeah, she's going. There's no map, but she's going to use Step of the Wind, and she's going to start sprinting towards the mast in the water as fast as she can.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
As you go towards the water, you will see for just a second one head pop up, look at you intently, and then look past you over at Aimer, and then sink back beneath the waves.
He's just going to yell, "Aimer, they're coming for you!" And
oh, I know. His rapier is already in his hand, and he's just like staring down the dock because he's also concerned about whatever dumb thing you're gonna do.
Before you
Go
get
in the
too
water.
far, I'm gonna try and dispel the mist. I'm just gonna see what happens first.
It can't be that easy.
You'd be surprised. I will guide myself and then quicken the.
Sure. It's a DC 24.
Oh, I can make it.
Yep.
Can I assist
I
in
just have
that?
to
Is
roll
it
really
Arcana?
fucking high.
Okay, I
Nope.
can cast a spell though. Yeah.
This is dispel magic.
Yeah.
Just magic. There you go. Let's see. There you
Wow, got there.
Oh.
I love it when the dice tell a story. So as you dispel magic, the cloud turns green and then falls as a particulate matter across the surface of the docks. It did look like that, but red. As it had its own consciousness.
yeah, so yeah, Sweet August Rose just kind of stops on the waves, like bobbing on the water, and she just goes, "Huh. Well, never mind, I guess."
Fight's not over. Come on.
How much damage did the ship take?
The ship has taken no damage. The living cloud kill only affects living matter. The thing that the ship took was something else.
Oh, what is attacking the ship?
Bigby's hand broke the mast of the ship.
Oh, okay.
They're spellcasters? Holy shit.
Is it still there?
The mast is currently floating in the harbor. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start looking at the water to see where they are. Because you said one of them like bobbed up, looked at me, and then went back down.
Yep. Go ahead and roll a perception check. They are behind full cover now, so I don't think you can actually see them.
Probably not. Yeah, if they're too deep to see, then
Yeah.
maybe I can. I
You
can
get
sense
their exact check here real quick. One moment. I will get their exact check. There we are.
Do you have any kind of map we can use?
Their stealth check with advantage is a 30.
Jesus.
So you do not detect them.
I rolled really good too.
Sweet August Rose, where'd they go?
I can't see them. They're hiding under the water. And at that moment, that's when they go, they like from like a movie or something. They just crane stance out of the water. Like,
Hop out and kill us.
Yeah, Charlie's Angels style.
No,
Charlie's
no,
Angels.
it's bad. All right.
Well, I
I'm
guess
gonna-
if they're not attacking, I'll go onto the ship to see if Gerald is still alive.
Yeah, I'm going to hold an
You
action.
go up to the ship.
Yeah.
All of your crewmen are dead.
Fuck.
All of them. Even Dirty Frank's parrot that he kept private is sitting next to him as a desiccated corpse. You guys go down into the deck of below decks on the ship. It's a somber scene with all the dead people in here. There is no sign of Gerald aboard the ship. You look through his bedroom. Roll an investigation check, please.
I'm good at these. Are we all on the boat, or is it just Sweet August Rose?
Yeah, I think.
Sir Rose is the only one who went aboard, as far as I know. Did the rest of you guys want to go?
Yeah, I would go across. I would go on the boat, but I wouldn't go below decks. I'd stay above deck, and I am
Okay,
holding
so-
spell.
I'm staying with Cecilia and Echo. So
All right, so only Sweet August Rose rolls that. So with the 5, you don't see any sign of Gerald. His armor, weapons, clothing, and backpack are all gone.
Even his bottom half of his armor is gone?
Even the bottom half of his armor is gone.
Must have been serious.
The real telltale sign is the towel that he had been using as a loincloth is also gone.
Yeah, she'll pop up back. Assuming I don't get murdered by a bunch of crazy harpies.
You do not.
She'll pop up back above deck and just yell at everyone. Everyone's dead. Gerald is missing.
So just so I know for the tension of combat, when the women were swimming, were they
Yep.
swimming away?
They swam down and into the depths. They didn't swim on the surface.
So they just dove just straight
Yeah.
down. We get no sense of
swam
direction
away.
if they were coming towards us or away.
Not with the stealth check of 30.
They're probably leaving.
Why would they? Oh, they're going to the sewers.
Well, yeah, I mean,
they could be they could be going to the sewers. They could be laying an ambush. The fact they released all the blood that they absorbed from me to do this, as opposed to even keeping it for their master, means that it sounds like they want to keep us here.
no, I think probably this was just the price we had to pay for what we did. They're going to carry on with their mission. I don't think they care about us anymore, but we did have to pay a price for what we did, and this was the
Can I
price.
insight that, Eric?
insight? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
With the 24, you are no longer important to them, except as an enemy to be killed as a bystander. You are not important at all. They're finding someone else who will actually fulfill what they need, and they're working on that right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about this here after dealing with them for so long. I think Echo's right. They don't care about me anymore for the most part, but they're probably looking for someone to shove all that Aimer juice into.
Oh crap! We're gonna
Please
have
never
to.
say that.
I mean, someone mentioned me being juiced like an orange. That's the only place I could go with that.
Oh,
So
We
we're gonna
should
have to repair the ship and get a new
probably.
crew.
Do we really want to leave that here in Ryport?
look, that is not our problem. I'm letting you know. We did our due diligence. We took you to a sanctuary. You were expunged. Where that spirit goes is not our problem. Just because that spirit had followers that were on our ship and they left, it's not our problem.
Yeah, I think we're done with it.
I'm just more worried about being the cause for another devastation of town.
you don't want to go.
Yeah.
You handle that emotionally. Don't like that's not an actual problem. That's an inside you problem, or I guess now outside of you problem.
And I think it's weaker than it was before anyway. So yeah, I don't
Well,
think it
there's
needs
also the
further.
fact that Zoran Keltris was here, and I believe he was also looking for that.
Wait, the leader of the Green Fang?
Leader of the house who runs the Green Fang.
Yeah.
That's who I ran into. That was the face we saw. And that's why I rushed out, as I was trying to see if I could get a lead on where he was before the information got cold, and I ran straight into him.
He's a
You
danger.
tried to kill him.
Well, he decided to get cheeky, and then I tried to kill him. Let's be real, I would have ended up probably as a splat on the pavement, but I didn't think he would want to cause a scene in the middle of Ryport. And
Yeah, and there's one advantage we have. It's being willing to cause a scene.
well, I didn't cause a scene for at least the first 2 minutes conversation. He was trying to get information out of me, of all things. And telling me that I owe him a debt when, yeah. Needless to say, he's the one who owes any debt here. But he's after some other runaways? Some Harangon?
What the Heron got?
Well,
In the
they're-
material
they're-
realm?
I guess so. They're bunny people?
There's bunny people?
Oh, I forgot you haven't. Yeah, in the Feywild there are humanoid rabbits, if you will.
Echo, you're laughing. Why was you? Have you seen a bunny person?
No, I haven't seen a bunny person.
They're true Fey, unlike me.
Do they taste like rabbit?
Oh, weird question to ask. What food
Yeah.
are you gross?
I try not to eat humanoids anymore. We had that experience. It wasn't great.
I take a side step away from Amir. Wait. We need to fucking clean up. We've got shit to do. Stop
Yeah.
everything that's happening.
Sorry.
Stop it.
Yeah, we need to find a way to fix the ship and get a new crew.
Well, I can steer the boat.
Guards
at
are
least a part
coming
of the time.
now and are looking to find out what's going on. They storm the ship.
Who do?
The guards.
Hey. Chill. Get off our ship.
The guards run up, being led by a man in a blue jacket. He appears to have scales on his forehead as he approaches. He gestures to the guards to stay equipped and ready.
Yeah,
He looks at you guys.
See,
So, we saw you rush the ship after the death cloud. What are you doing aboard this ship?
it's
Yeah, I
ours.
stopped the death cloud.
Yeah.
Go
We saw
get our
that.
ship.
He will look around. You have bill of sale for this ship. And what happened?
Cecilia, we might be able to catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
Okay. And
We
Show
don't.
them the bill. Show them the bill of sale,
Yeah, I'll go downstairs and get the bill of sale.
Sure.
and we were attacked. I mean, our ship was attacked while we were away. We don't know anything more than you know,
Our poor crew.
and our crew's dead. That's all we know.
Roll a deception check, please, Echo Rex.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and do my insight roll.
oh, good luck with this.
24.
Oh
Uh,
shit!
Add to that.
I don't have anything. Hold on just a second. Let me look at something.
Cecilia, cast guidance.
Yes, it's not D&D 1, my man. I was trying not
Nope,
to
I can
deceive
suddenly
him.
cast silvery barbs on him.
Gonna cast
Oh.
silvery barbs on him.
Oh,
Suddenly
you're
cast silvery
you're
barbs.
not gonna fucking do that, my man.
Subtle
Hey,
silvery barbs them.
so here's the thing.
Oh.
Echo doesn't know who this dude is. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
neither
gonna-
do I. I was talking to Doug right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. He just
Yeah,
looks like a
so-
guard.
Silvery barbs. Yeah.
Suddenly cast.
He
Yep.
looks at you and raises an eyebrow as you do your silvery barbs.
He doesn't see me cast this.
You doing it subtly?
Yep.
Okay. So 21.
So maybe in
I love it when
Maybe
the
in
dice
about
want
4
to tell a
years.
story.
so maybe in 4 years I can say I got one over on him.
Oh,
Looks around. Don't know anything else, huh?
We're just victims here. We were getting ready to leave port. We're gonna have to
Understood.
abandon the ship and get a new crew.
You know who the people were who jumped off the ship?
Well, a
One of
lot of
my
them were our
guards
crew
reports
for sure.
Someone jumped off.
Yeah, a lot of them were our crew.
We'll have the harbor searched.
Sweet August Rose comes out of the hole with the paperwork, and
Okay.
shows it to him. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think there were women. It was a woman that jumped off the ship. All our crew were men. So
Understood.
Like-
We will find your crewmates. My condolences for your losses.
poor
And he
Frank.
looks through the paperwork and he looks for your signet ring. Who has a signet ring that matches the paperwork?
What's on the?
not
what's
me.
What's the
Nope.
what's the seal on the paperwork?
It's technically a seal of the Longstrange Consortium, and it has your signature on it, Echo Rex.
Oh, shit, does it? Oh, I mean, so they did the transaction the day that I was out. So
Indeed.
was I there for that?
Echo Rex was there. Echo Rex signed it. He's going to ask you to sign your name once again on
Yep.
the back of it to demonstrate your signature.
Okay, I can do that.
All right.
Not perfect. He was sick, so if it's a little straighter now.
I don't know. I mean, I
He
can
nods.
signature. Yeah.
All right. It matches. It's your signature. It's not a big deal. He just goes through the steps of verifying the fact that these are legitimately yours. He will motion to the guards. I guess we don't have anything to do here. Pick up the dead dock workers, take them to the Church of MKL, have them interred.
Oh, how about you let me bury my own dead? You were already late. You don't need to
Look at
demonstrate
you.
anything.
I meant the dock workers. You can take care of your own dead the way you see fit.
I
Told for
apologize.
the docks.
My fault.
Sweet August Rose kind of stares at Cecilia, wide-eyed. Did she just apologize?
Yeah, when I say something wrong, I apologize. As opposed to try and make something up.
Not always.
My apologies for the intrusion aboard your ship. If you need help, we do have shipwrights here in town who would be able to repair the extensive damage.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, how much is a mask gonna cost us? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, thank you, officer, captain.
I am General Gerard. Nice to meet you.
Oh, Gerard.
Turns
You just-
without asking any more questions about your identity, and his boots clip clop down the gangplank onto the docks. He gestures for all the guards to start picking up the dead and taking them away.
Do you think he's related to Gerald? They kind of look a little similar too.
They are not at all related. You will recognize Gerard as being a 1T pureblood.
Get to know?
So
Snake
it's a no.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can commission repairs for the ship. And I guess Cecilia, you're gonna take care of the crew.
Yeah, I'll take care of them. Hey, Mia?
How much
I'm
money?
coming.
No, I just need you to... Can you go look for Gerald?
Yeah, I can do that.
Just because he's not here, and his stuff isn't here either.
Yeah, his room was empty.
He must have left when we were at the temple. I'll go ask some questions and see if I can't find where he ran off to.
Thank you. Oh, and please just come back.
How
Yeah,
much
no,
money
no,
do you-
I'll stay in sight. I'm just going down to the docks. I'm sorry
money
for
do you got
earlier.
for
Having
repairs?
control. He's got
No
a
problem.
bit.
All right. So you're going to head off to try to find Gerald. Brennan, what are you up to during this time?
Brennan can. He'll try to catch up to those that are leaving and say, will I be of any help?
To the general that's leaving? Okay. He's going to look at you earnestly. I'm not sure. Were you part of the crew?
And it says, I'm part of the group.
Ah, my condolences on the death of your shipmates. Did you know them well?
And it says, I did not know them for long, but knew them well.
It's hard to lose people. Do you know what infernal magic that was? Looked like it was blood magic from the land of Shu.
It's
And it
because was
says,
blood
I
magic. From
yeah,
the last
don't
ship.
know much about magic, but I think blood was involved with it, yes.
That's unfortunate. Has this ship been to Shu recently?
And things. This ship? No, but perhaps people on it. I think. I'm not sure.
Interesting. Have you been to Shu lately?
And asks, what do you mean by lately?
In the past 3 months?
Yes.
Were you involved in the death of the people on the docks?
And it says no.
Yeah, you have alibis considering you're at the temple and the restaurant.
Yeah. No.
Very well. I'm afraid you can't be of much service to us. Unless you are able to come up with more information about what happened. If you are, I would appreciate any information you can provide me as I investigate the cause of the death of 10 dock workers.
Brennan shakes his head and kind of turns around to see where other people in the group are at or what they're doing.
Okay. You look over, right now, all 4 of them are on, or 3 of them are on the ship, and Aimer is coming down the gangplank to go searching for Gerald.
So
Hey, Brennan,
will-
come with me.
Yeah, come to Aimer and ask. Yeah, you need help.
He goes, Cecilia, I'm bringing Brennan with me.
You get a thumbs up as I'm dragging. You hear the thudding of a corpse on the dock.
Yeah, they're kind of gooey. Be careful with that. I say, as I'm helping Cecilia move the corpses.
Just put them in a pile.
Yeah, I have to wash my hands.
This gentleman will leave the guards who are working on collecting all the dead and taking them away. The guards will also dissipate the crowd that is formed around at a distance of your ship. They're staying a good 100 feet away.
As Aimer goes and he kind of mingles with the crowd of people, and he goes, "Hey, were you here before any of this happened?"
Roll and investigate to look through the crowd.
I guess I have a normal one here because I don't.
The 19, you are looking through the crowd trying to find someone who saw what happened, and you're going to run into a dwarf, literally bump into him because he's a dwarf. He looks at you. Hey, what's up? What's the big rush? Huh? What's going on? What's the big idea? You're tallest, aren't you? Yeah, tall people bumping into him whatever they can. Yeah, I saw what happened. I absolutely did. Red mist came up off the deck, floated across, and people's brains got liquefied out their ears. It was horrible.
Just straight out of the ship.
Snapped off. Man, that's a horrible thing to happen. The mast snapping off. Such a shame. Such a beautiful ship. You realize he's just glossed over the death of all the people and is focused on the mast of the ship.
I mean, it was a truly beautiful ship. You're not wrong.
Oh, not beautiful. It's the ugliest sin ship, but it's a horrible thing to happen to a boat, don't you think?
That's rude. I like that ship.
Oh, you can absolutely like it. Doesn't make it anything worse than an ugly ass. But, you know, if it's yours, my apologies for offending your boat. I understand.
I guess you are right in that not all asses are pretty. So I guess, I'll give you that, Master Dwarf.
No. Name's Elziak. Nice to meet you. Elziak Mindview.
Elziak.
So are you looking to get that mast fixed up?
I am. Are you happen to be a shipwright?
I do happen to be a shipwright. I'm the cheapest shipwright here in all of Ryport. I can give you a deal on that. I got a secondhand mast I pulled in the other day.
How much are we talking here?
Let's see. Based off of the size and the sign of the coefficient tangent, you want certain yardage on that. Oh man, tell you what, I can do it for you for 93,000 gold.
93,000 gold, you say?
Of course.
Well, I'm pretty sure
price for a ship that you love.
I'm pretty sure I could find a leprechaun to shit gold out of its sphincter into a pot to pay you before the price of a mass is 9,300 gold.
300 gold. Ugh.
I said that. What you said? 93,000.
He said 93,000.
93,000.
That's what he's saying. Aimer would reply back 93,000. He's like,
so you're one of those, huh? You want fair market value. I understand. You don't really love your ship. You just want it to work, right?
I mean, you literally just told me that blood mist came out of it and murdered everyone. To be fair, I'm slightly terrified of this ship now. And I think it'd be best for everyone.
Since you don't want the ship, I'll buy it off you for, what do you say, 500 gold pieces?
It's not mine to sell.
Well, why am I talking to you then?
Well, I can still pay for repairs, and to be honest with you, I came over to ask if you saw a man wearing funny-looking black plate mail go leave that ship before the black mist came.
He and I, we went out down to the brothel together. He's left since then.
He went to where's the brothel?
600 gold to fix the mast.
Amer hands him 600 gold.
All right, I'll have a second-hand mast brought over tonight.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna go check out the brothel.
All right. Yeah. Remember, name's Elziak. Elziak Mindview.
Thanks,
They know
Elziak.
me, I'm a regular. There's the name.
What if he's not a dock worker at all? He doesn't know anything about ships.
The Namer doesn't come back and rob him and take everything from his house and his possessions and leave him with the one pair of dirty underwear.
He will go nearly 3 doors down to LZX Salvage, and he will go through there and bring out a second-hand mast from a shipwreck that he has salvaged to bring out to the ship.
Brennan, can you please go tell Cecilia that the ship will be prepared? I'm going to run down and ask at the brothel really fast.
Brennan laughs and says, "Okay, I'll go back and tell her."
Yeah, have fun.
Just to be clear, the mast that LZX bringing you has barnacles still on it. It is just above driftwood as he's selling it to you. It'll work, but it's very obviously from the pick and pull of ships.
Working is better than not working.
Yeah. So, Amer's going to the brothel. Amer, you walk up. There are 2 men on the left of the door, 3 women on the right, and they look at you as you approach. They straighten up and take that pose of inquiry, showing off their goods.
Amer kind of pauses for a moment. He looks each of them up and down, kind of like an appraising customer, and goes, "Elziak sent me."
The 3 women and 2 men look at you, look at each other, and shrug. Go on in.
Amer he walks right in.
All right. You walk in. It smells strongly of lavender. Someone is masking some scents in here. The lighting is dim. It is lit by red crystals. The woman behind the desk is a very rotund woman. She's got pigtails that have been dipped in purple dye. She looks up at you. "Ah, welcome, newbie. How's it going? First time? Yeah, I don't recognize you at all. What you looking for?"
To be honest with you, what I'm looking for is a large, perverse man in black plate mail who would have been in here maybe 4 hours ago.
Oh, yeah. He was large. Goodness.
Give him the scent.
That would be... why are you looking for him, after all? We do have a discretionary policy.
Well, he was with us on our boat, and while my friends took me to the Temple of Mkale, he was watching the boat, and when we got back, there was a big red mist that killed everyone, and I'm trying to make sure he's okay.
How much do you care? She looks at you.
Is there like a board with like the pricing of like the women and stuff like that?
Looks at your chest, looks at your hair, looks you up and down. Turn.
Amer sighs, and Amer puts on the side pose and gives a little turn.
Okay, roll performance check.
Oh, this always ends terrible.
How much do you care?
Amer puts down. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out 25 gold, and lines it out. He kind of puts it stacked down and lines it out.
Oh, Gerald left a little bit ago. He's perfectly fine. He's satisfied, and so am I.
Did he tell you where he was going, or did he just leave, talking about like Porky Pigging it, or where or that him and Atlas were gonna go find the next brothel, or?
Oh, he got Who's Atlas?
His horse?
Ooh, he is a horse. Goodness. Um,
Jesus.
he's on his way. He said he's looking for a Mr. X. He's
Yeah.
walking fairly slow at the moment. After all, what he's into is up to him. That's going to be kept private. But he's okay. He's intact. He'll be walking quicker for a couple days.
So he just walked away?
Yeah, he
Did-
said he was going to Edland Point to take care of business.
Inland Point. That's the one of the next cities, right?
Yeah, that was where we confirmed the last sighting of Mr.
Okay.
X.
Oh, of course he would. Ugh. Well, thank you very much. If I had more time, I will come back for your services. My name's Amir. If he comes back, tell him I'm looking for him, please.
Absolutely. And, dear, please. And she takes the plate with a sandwich on it and slides it across the desk to you. You need this more than I do.
I mean, Amir's like, he looks at the sandwich. He's like, huh, I don't have any. I did miss dinner. He grabs it and he smiles and walks out the place eating the sandwich.
I'd break that boy 10 ways till tomorrow.
I'm very flexible, he says as he walks out the door.
The woman next to the door as you exit looks at you. Prove it.
I gotta go bury 10 bodies first.
She smiles and slides her arm behind her and then reaches up behind her own head and wiggles her eyebrows with her hand as she is dislocating her shoulder.
Amir is going to attempt. I want to use acrobatics most if I can.
Sure.
Do like a pretzel jump where he's in a jump, put his hands down, and then try to get his legs behind his head.
Sure. Roll a 20.
Oh.
Nope. You get yourself taken.
I'm using my inspiration. I got this round for that.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go. All right. She looks at you. What a freebie.
Again, I have to go bury some people who just died. If I'm still here in like
Feel
2
better?
hours, I'll come back.
What the fuck after I mess with some corpses?
Yeah, let me take care of this, and I'm definitely gonna take my mind off that. So I'll be back. Amir gives a wink as he's walking on his hands with his legs still behind his head as he goes forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right.
What the fuck?
I only use my inspiration for fun things like that.
Yeah, we have a nasty habit of wasting our inspiration on the stupidest shit.
The story is the most important shit. Okay.
It is.
Agreed.
Yeah. I wasted my inspiration so I wouldn't trip over a fence. Like Cecilia.
There's a character in the Wednesday group that exclusively uses inspiration for cooking.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you guys are dealing with the bodies, Amir will return with news about Gerald.
He apparently decided to just raw dog the shit out of this super fat brothel owner, who gave me a delicious sandwich. Actually, he's still eating the sandwich as he's saying this. And then just decided him and Atlas were gonna walk to Inland Point.
What the fuck? No.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
Gerald wouldn't do that. That's not in his character.
Well, that's what the brothel owner told me.
Yes, I think it
And
might-
and let me tell you some of the things she was saying. He was definitely there.
Oh man.
Well, why would he just leave?
well, he's been very single-minded about Mr. X.
He was going after Mr. X. He may have just got. Maybe he was tired of my shit.
That is.
But it's not like we said no to going to Inland Point. I mean, we did say that we wouldn't go immediately.
I mean, to be fair, maybe he wanted to get there before the lead got cold.
I definitely do understand that. And, well,
He could have said anything.
thinking about what Rose said, I guess I can't really judge him because I'm just as bad.
He is kind of the strong, silent type. Well, except when he's
Not silent.
ringing like a bell. You know, ringing his codpiece like a bell. You know, but you know, I trust Gerald. Like I said, he's the second best swordsman I've ever seen. So I think he'll be safe as long as he doesn't try to fight Mr. X alone, which would be suicidal.
Which he'd do.
Yeah.
Oh, and are there repair people already here replacing the mast?
Yeah, Elziak and 3 hired homeless people are helping us attach the mast.
Those don't look like shipwrights.
He
This
is paid
doesn't look like a mast.
5 copper pieces.
He had a salvage yard and was willing to do the work now, and I paid for it.
They have a couple of blocks and tackle. They have a winch, and they are setting up the new mast.
You realize I could have just fixed our current mast.
How are we gonna get it back on the boat?
Elziak smiles. Yes, but this one's fresh, and it's got new mast smell.
Really?
Smells like fish.
That smells like barnacles. Maybe it's the fucking barnacles.
Yeah, it looks
Uh,
like driftwood.
I also bought it because he told me where Gerald went.
Ah. Well, I
I mean-
guess that's more fair.
Will it? It won't snap on us in the middle of our voyage, will it?
Survived a hurricane. Only piece of the ship to do so. Guarantee it'll stay alive for you guys, or stay intact for you guys. Absolutely. Worst of storms? Yeah. At least the mast will stay intact. Whole rest of the ship? I don't know. But crew? Probably all dead. But the mast?
They're all dead. Yeah. No, they're already dead. Yes, we went over that.
He looks at you guys. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. All right.
No, you're
Hey,
not. Shut up. Get off my ship.
He leaves with his 3 homeless people as he shoos them away as he doesn't want to catch lice.
Well, let's just.
Well, let me get this straight. The mast breaks off of the ship, and it's the only thing that survives because the ship didn't survive.
Just.
The mast survives.
I don't think he makes much sense.
He found a mast from a shipwreck. That's
Yeah.
all he knows.
Yeah.
Amir, how much was this?
600 gold.
You spent 600 gold.
600 gold?
Yes. It got him telling me where Gerald went.
Yeah, it's paying
And,
for
it,
Yeah, I
and-
understand.
and it needed to be done.
What did you
And
say,
it'll
Brennan?
work.
I mean, I guess we can salvage the. I mean, she goes over to the side of the ship and looks down at the mast that's floating in the water. I mean,
Sure.
I guess we could just say we have a backup mast, right?
Yep.
Let's hire some sailors and see if we can get this and put it in the hold or something.
Yeah, so it's a much smaller ship. How many men do we need?
I don't know. I don't know anything about boats.
Can
You
we
guys-
hire some women as well?
Roll a survival.
Please?
Oh, roll of survivor.
To understand how many people you need to drive the ship. With a 9
I don't know.
and
Like,
probably like 40.
Holy fuck.
Who knows? No,
I
it's
mean-
probably less than 10.
yeah, we had the Frank and the boys. That was 6.
Frank, out of character, and your characters don't know this, but Frank was always driving the ship, and the other 3 people that were on deck at all times were doing nothing. They were literally there for show because Cecilia had threatened them that if they ran away, she was going to kill them.
They were getting paid.
They were
What?
just looking busy.
But only for working, and they were on deck, and there wasn't enough work for them to go around on this small of a ship.
Amer has proficiency in water vehicles.
Okay.
What is that based off of besides he gets proficiency bonus?
You can drive the boat.
This isn't a very big ship. I mean, probably
Aim-
we could do it ourselves.
Amer goes, I can drive it, but we might want to have a backup.
We don't know.
How about
we
we
don't
get a
know-
navigator?
Definitely that. I can make the ship go any direction you want, but I don't know which way is which. The ocean is very blue.
So let's get a navigator and maybe 2 other sailors, and then let's see if we can gain, see if we can gain these skills over the next couple of weeks, so that we can just pilot the ship ourselves from now on.
Yeah, as we head east.
Yeah.
Udagus Rose.
Oh right, you two left before right. She puts the tube down, and she just says, before we leave, we have to clear out a nest of pirates, or what are they? I'm sorry, drug smugglers. It's very important to me. Apparently, they have my brother's sword, and I really need to get it back. I mean, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I never thought I'd see that sword again.
I do owe all of you guys, so I will help you.
I swear, if you guys help me get this sword back, I will help you in whatever endeavors you need for the next 10 years.
Yeah, let's.
Where is it?
He said it was an island off the coast. I'm sorry. What did Denam say about the island? It was
It's Crab Island.
yeah, Crab Island. There's a powerful biomancer that apparently burgled his house and stole it. He was holding on to it since he knew my family.
If we hire a navigator, can we just say Crab Island and they know where to take us?
I don't know. I'm
Roll a
assuming so.
check. Aimer can roll a history check. Aimer's been in Rhyport before. The 20, yeah. Crab Island is a island that used to be a sandbar. It was reinforced by a ring of stones that were placed out there in order to form an actual fort. The Stozen Protectorate had taken it over and had since abandoned it. It's now known to be a hive of criminality.
Oh yeah, no, everyone knows who it is. It's actually got quite the history. It's an old sandbar that was been basically turned into a fortress with stones, by the Protectorate, who then abandoned it, and well, you're gonna have a bunch of people like me there.
Are there crabs? Why is it named Crab Island?
You know,
Maybe it's shaped like a crab.
no one ever actually mentions that part.
What
You'd
kind of
think that
crabs you
people-
talking about?
Probably not the kind that were at the brothel I was at.
Yeah, probably the pitchy kind. But look, the point is, like, I have to kill this guy and make an example out of him. And if, like I said, if you guys help me do this, 1, it'll be worth it, and 2, I'll owe all of you an extreme debt. And like I said, I'll help you with any future endeavors you need. You'll have my aid no matter what.
So while you're on, seeing as you're going to kill somebody anyway, why don't you contact your patrons and see if there's a contract out for him?
Sure, I can check. I'd have to go back into the city, see if I can find any signs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, apparently he's the leader of some drug smuggling operation or something. I don't know. I don't know.
And
How
give us drug.
Yeah, I'll check if
Just-
you want me to.
It's just an idea. I mean, if you're going to kill him anyway, I know. It seems all your targets seem to be related to personal vendetta, and so what would the probability be that House of Flowers wants this person dead? Probably high.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to check. But I mean, if they wanted him dead, he'd be dead. But I'll check. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, what do you guys want to do at this point? You want to go do some research, try to find some information out?
Yeah. Sweet August Rose will go into the city and look for the usual signs, and she'll see if she can make contact with a handler and see if there's any information about this guy.
Sure.
So yeah, she'll
As
do
you go
that.
looking for signs, you will find a flower seller, and she looks up at you as you walk by, and she bows gently. She says, "Looking to buy a flower?"
Well, I do a little gardening on my own. I'm kind of doing some freelance work right now, and
He opens her eyes wide, a little bit scared. You're not weeding today, are you?
well, it's more of personal business than I haven't been hired to do this work, but I just wanted to check to make sure that this weed doesn't already have a bounty on him. Apparently, he's made a lot of people angry, so I just want to make sure that someone isn't gonna I'm gonna miss out on a reward if I take this person out, or if I pluck this weed.
Ah. What flower are you looking to pluck?
I believe he's a biomancer over on Crab Island.
No, I'm afraid no flowers grow on Crab Island.
Ah, I see. Well, I gotta make an example of him anyways. But thank you for your help. Can I buy that rose there, please?
Of course.
Yeah,
It's here. Take
guess-
a white lily as well.
I'll take the white lily.
To you for 1 silver piece.
Mark that off my sheet. There we go. 1 silver piece.
He will sleight of hand and give you the silver piece back.
And I will add it back to my sheet. There we go. Okay. I nod at her and I just say thank you, young lady. Have a nice day.
Of course. Have a good day.
And yeah, I'll just head back to the ship.
Cool. All right. I don't have anything else I can get you guys to do today. So I think that's a good stopping point. And
Let's hire our navigator and two men.
okay, yeah, we can do that. You guys want to hire a navigator? Awesome. The navigator that you guys find. I need you guys to roll an investigation to determine what quality of navigator you find.
If it's not a woman, Cecilia is going to say no. So keep that in mind.
Cecilia can roll the investigation then.
Yeah.
No. That's not how that works. I don't do any of my own fucking work. You know that. Not like that.
That's a good point. Okay, Amer will
That's
roll.
your job.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
All right, with a 24.
Oh.
All right, so Brennan's the one going to do this, and we're going to go ahead and roll 5. We'll do 10d2 or 10d3. We should do so.
Man, good old Brennan, always coming through.
All right, so we've got 1 is female, 2 is other, and 3 is male. So we'll see how long it takes.
3.
It takes it takes the 3rd applicant to get a female, and the individual's name is Varek, and she is a Grung navigator.
Hilarious. I think Brennan brings back like a guy. I'm like, no, bring me a woman. And he brings back just like a girlier looking man. I'm like, no, what? A woman. And then you bring back a grung, and I'm like, no, well, actually, I don't actually know. Who are you?
How can I help you?
Perfect.
For navigator, I'm the best. There's nobody else.
I love your attitude.
Thank you.
What is a
Now,
grung?
where the hell are we going?
Is that a frog?
Crab Island.
A whole bunch of scrolls or charts and navigation tools. Where are we going?
What is a grung? Is it a frog?
It's a frog person.
Oh, okay.
We're
Crab
going
Island.
to Crab Island.
I wonder if they taste like.
Ah,
we get-
shit. All right.
And we get 2 more guys too. We need 2 more guys.
Hey, first you on board, get paid. And 2 guys come running.
I'm there with a knife to cut their hands open and take their blood.
Don't worry, she
Did
does
you-
that. She does that
Hey!
to everybody she meets.
No. No. If I'm paying them, you don't cut them. They're mine. I pay them.
What?
Oh,
Oh, actually,
you
I'm
gotta-
good with that arrangement.
yeah. She has a mind of her own, Cecilia.
Yeah, and that's how I like them, and I high five her.
You should roll a Constitution saving throw as you high five a grung.
I'm immune to poison.
Okay, you're immune to poison. She looks at you. I think we're going to get along great. Now,
Yeah, I think so as well.
who's driving? Because I'm not. All I do is I
Aimer.
turn to go, and I'm not going to stand in front of the wheel all day long driving this ship. I demand 2 chairs, one for me and one for whoever's going to sit in my office. Where's my office? Cool. Down there. Thank you. You, Blondie. You know how to drive this thing?
Yeah, sure do.
Good. Thank you. That's all I needed to know. Go ahead and get us disembarked, and we'll get going.
Aimer goes, and he kind of pauses for a moment. Like that first time you sit down in a new car and trying to figure out where all the buttons are.
Yep.
So he kind of gives off the impression he doesn't know what he's doing, and then he raises the anchor and starts turning the ship.
The 2 sailors look at you as you have no clue what you're doing. They will go back onto the docks. They will throw the lines off. They will pull the gangplank. They will come back onto the ship. They will set the sails for you. They will do everything you're supposed to be doing except for driving the ship.
Well, I suppose I should have paid attention when Frank was doing all of that. Aimer makes still know what he needs to do going forward.
Rest in peace, Frank.
But that's what Gerald was going to do. That's why I'm so confused. I don't know why he would learn all the ship stuff and then leave.
Farek comes back up top. All right. From my judgment and past experience, we've got about a 4-hour voyage out to Crab Island. We'll get you guys there right before sunset. That sound good to you, or do you want to approach during the day? Because we can go ahead and park just here at the harbor and leave in the morning.
Oh no, night is preferable.
Absolutely. We'll get you there right at sunset then.
Excellent.
Or do you prefer midnight?
Sunset is the perfect time.
Excellent. All right, Blondie, get driving. You got to get moving before we get there. You got 4 hours to make a 4-hour trip. No stalling. That or the lady pissed.
I've never heard a frog talk so much as he starts, driving the boat.
No, that way. As she points to the portcullis in the harbor.
Oh, so your other left. Why didn't you say so?
She walks up and slaps you. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I can roll up next.
You'll suffer 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
No, Jedrick, you're my way. I was in the kitchen real quick. She didn't even roll to hit me though. What a bitch.
Nope.
Okay, Constitution saving throw.
Yep. All right, Constitution saving throw. You resist the poison. She looks at you, grabs your chin, and turns you that way. Got it? I don't care if it's left or right. You're going that direction. Thank you. And goes down to the deck, goes down to the hatch, lifts the hatch.
Did she have anything like
about to close? Lifts up and goes that way.
Did she have anything like on her her belt pouch or anything like that? Like anything that wasn't a part of her?
Yeah, she does. She's got several things. One's a dagger. She's got a couple potions of healing.
Aimer steals the. I'm gonna roll sleight of hand to steal the dagger, and after she closes the top, that's when Aimer's gonna throw it just on the top of it, like give sass back.
Okay. An arm comes up and pulls the dagger up. Goes down below deck.
Yeah, it's more like a sass thing, and he steers it the what direction she said.
All right. Cool. Roll a survival check, please. With proficiency, because you are proficient in water vehicles.
All right, so this is gonna be. I'm just gonna do a die 20 plus 6 then.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really work very well.
Sure.
Nice.
With a 25, you are on your way out the portcullis gate towards Crab Island.
Yay, we did it.
Next week, you guys will arrive at Crab Island.